We can talk about that later. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is... What episode?
10.
Episode 10. Yeah. We got to double digits, baby. Let's go.
Heck yeah, we did. We did it.
Double digits with so many characters dead. Okay. Bring that down, please. That's actually hurting my ears.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're not. Anyways.
I know I'm not. Don't worry. Go on.
So, episode 10. What an exciting turn of events last session. So, our trio of trouble here, that's what you guys are now called, trio of trouble. Tot. Your tater tots. There we go. The tater tots here were getting into a bunch of mischief while out in the desert, and creating a lot of discourse between each other. Gabe was being a sussy baka as usual, and everyone was very unnerved and was like, I don't know, should we trust him? Some of them, the Dre, were like, yeah, I think we should. Others, like Mac, were like, no, follow the orders. Orders are to follow the new general. Well, that just kind of got flipped on its head when a certain helm had made its appearance, a certain obsidian helm. That obsidian helm had some special effects on it, and someone made their appearance and was like, hey, you know Buren, right? You know your master, your overlord, your the ruler of whatever land you live in. Hey, why don't you bring this helm to him? Abandon this current mission and bring this to him as urgent. This is urgent. You must bring it to him. And then Heron was like, fuck that, bitch. And then the figure said, fine, then I don't think you're worthy of having this helm. And then took the helm off of him as it disappeared into thin air and reappeared in Mac's hands. And then Mac put it on and said, hey, you haven't been listening to orders. I was just told that Buren had ordered us to return back to the ship with this helm in tow and bring it to him. And then Heron was like, you don't understand. That thing is not our friend. That thing is not with Buren. And he said, no. I think you are mistaken, sir. And I think you are currently breaking rank. And then he said, you must follow the orders. And orders are to return. And then a fight ensued. And Mac got a little fucking crazy. And definitely wasn't Mac anymore. And then we had to say our farewells to the dearly departed, as Gabriel over there was freaking the fuck out of everyone with his splitting his face open like a fucking Venus flytrap, or the Thing from The Thing.
The Thing. You
remember that part in the movie?
The Thing.
Yeah, that part's fucking creepy, and that's what I thought of when I thought about you.
Well, it's okay. The only people that saw are dead now, so.
Yeah, everyone who saw it is now perished, except Ramil, because he was just like, peace, went invisible, and was like, you guys seem to be having some shit going on, and I think it's time I moved on to greener pastures, or should I say, sandier ones. And then the group was like, okay, reconvening, okay, well, are we with Buren or not now? Because it seems like there's a bit of a question in the air. And the Dre were like, we don't think we are anymore if we have to fight our own people because of it. And Mac nearly tried to kill us over Buren, and I don't think we want that. They seemed a little bit concerned about their own sort of person and being, because, I mean, they've been existing as sort of armies to Buren for their whole lives, and now are suddenly recontextualizing that. And that's sort of where we left off. So, gonna switch it?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was already switched.
No, that's why I was waiting for you.
No, I'm I thought it was.
But yeah, so that's where we're gonna pick up. It's kind of middle of the day now. It's been maybe a couple hours after No, that would have been still morning. It's late morning. That's what it would be. It would be late morning by the time after Mac had made his grand exit from the scene, with the helm still encased around his head, and you guys are just kind of standing here. What are you gonna do now? The Dre have just decided, you know what? I don't think I want to be with Buren, because if that means I'm going to be with Mac, who just tried to kill everyone, I don't think I want that. Which, you know, is definitely heavy for them. They're definitely just trying to think through that, like, what do we do now?
What's Heron up to?
Yeah, what's Heron up to?
Heron has a lot to think about. What's he doing?
What's going on with you, Heron? Ben had
What's in
confronted
the
you and
mind
said,
of
what were you
Heron?"
talking about when you had the helm on? Because you did talk out loud at that moment.
How did I respond?
We did it.
We did
We said, I
did
think
it.
that's where we're going to.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Well,
Do you remember?
I don't remember 10 minutes ago.
That feels like it was weeks ago. I don't even remember anymore.
I think, regardless of what just happened, we should probably get moving.
Not it was weeks ago.
Because I don't want to be here in case Mac comes back. Thoughts?
No thoughts, head empty.
I think we should move in case Mac shows up again. It like comes back out of the sand.
Are they like?
Kind of like you did. Was that you?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like you did. When you melted into the sand in.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
Can you check
Finland.
to see if they're there still? That would be helpful.
Checking through stuff.
I'm afraid of the return of the Mac. Get him what it is.
The Big
what it
Mac,
is-
you mean?
What it is. Listen.
1 second.
I don't know the next
I'm
line.
checking stuff. I'm checking something.
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting
Yeah.
up out of bed and checking on Boobian.
How do you know that?
I mean, I made a joke and no one even heard it, so.
Oh.
Yeah, you made the Big Mac joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm fresh out of detect magic at the moment.
I'm gonna throw a fireball at the sand where you disappeared.
You just hit sand, make a little bit of sand glass.
I'm digging this.
You start digging in this.
just like a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's sand. You can move it kind of easy. We dug a trench.
Yeah, roll perception for it.
It's gonna be nothing.
No, literally, back pops back out. It's like-
He's like a foot under.
yeah, he's like, hello.
Just grabs you by the neck,
Oh,
just pulls
God.
you under.
Do you want me to? Okay. Oh!
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
22.
What a waste of your natural 20, man. I'm just being honest.
Does he find a diamond?
You kind of dig through the sand.
Can you find 1,000 gold?
No.
pieces?
Let me describe what's happening.
Okay, go on.
So, as you start to dig through the sand, you notice where Mac had kind of disappeared into it, the sand's discolored. Come
That's
on.
what you said.
What?
Come on. What's wrong with you guys? Anyways, the sand is like gray and.
Sorry,
What's your problem?
I did cheaper to him, and then you said it's gray.
I'm like, you're like, I'm like, just let me describe the fucking
She
scene.
just gave me the fattest pog face.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright.
Okay.
So I'm going to continue to describe
Please,
this without your
please.
distractions of your pog faces over there.
Please do.
So you're digging through the sand and like the top layer looks normal, right? But as soon as you kind of dig a little bit further beneath, it starts to get like ashy. It's like ashy, and then there's like flecks of like what looks like charcoal and then like as you kind of like move a little bit more, it goes from like kind of light grayish color, and then it just like turns to like a solid sort of discoloration of like kind of, it's like hard to discern what color it is, but you can see like a swirl of red in with that like ashy sort of gray, and then more of that like charcoal bits.
Does the swirl look like it forms some form of symbol?
Yeah.
What do we know? Does any of us know what the symbol is?
Wait, what does the symbol look like?
I'm gonna draw it for you.
Okay, so
Also,
ask the right question.
Also, I want to cut over and I want to use identify ritual. I'm gonna be like, hey, guys, step back for a moment. I'm just going to come over with my little pearly thing. I'm just going to be like sniffing it and like stuff like that.
You're gonna lick
Like-
this symbol to figure out what it says.
How does the symbol taste?
Tastes like ash, sand, and charcoal.
I totally taste it.
Okay.
Rolled a 19.
Nice.
Gotta go all the way in.
Taste check.
Wait, do I sense it to be a good idea to lick this thing?
I mean, it's sand, ash,
Wait,
and charcoal.
Okay, I totally lick it.
And you lick it,
If you
and
do ash, sand, charcoal, the first way you said it, take the first letter of each of those. It spells ask with a C, but ask.
We need two
ask it a question.
eyes.
Hmm?
We need 2 eyes for asking.
You don't know what that is yet. We're in like the 1300s.
No,
Hey,
see, that
you-
was the prehistory.
That I don't like.
Anyways,
No,
I'm
no.
using identify on this.
I will emphasize one spot in particular of this.
DM, can I see?
Can I see?
We're all.
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
on
you
it.
can
we're all
all
looking at
you
it.
can all look at it.
Anyways, I'm using
Yeah, Shaper
identify
doesn't
right
know shit
now.
about that.
Shaper, who the fuck's Shaper?
Oh,
I'm using identify.
some name I heard.
I'm-
Just for you guys on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's coming up or
It
at all.
shows up a little bit.
Okay. I can darken it later, and I can post it on.
Put it on your lips.
Yeah.
I'm using identify as a ritual.
What are you trying to identify?
The red sand.
It's red sand.
It's just red sand.
It's sand with little flecks of iron, almost like that's red sand.
Whoa, guys, it's red sand.
Impurities, you say?
We should start.
What is the
burning
impurity,
all
though?
Our stuff.
It's sand with the impurity of iron.
Or
Well,
is it
how do you know
iron
it's
with
not
the
iron with the
of
impurity of sand?
Want to find out?
That's why
Yeah.
I'm using
What is
identify.
what is
Never
the
know what
impurity
about.
here? Is it the silica?
Can
or
I
is it
tell
the
with
iron?
identify? Can I tell with identify?
I can find out.
We're in a desert.
I've been
is the
a
desert
lot of-
mostly iron or mostly sand?
Well, it's kind of a reddishy, orangey. Like, think of like this color, but with a hint of more orange. So
I
you
know
can
someone
see
would
there's
know which one is
there's
the
sand like
impurity.
this in bands you'll see on like some of the more larger rock formations, like the
You're a
cliffs.
shaper.
You definitely see bands like
No,
that.
your
So
character.
it's not uncommon to
Just
see that.
Get rid of
But
impurity.
considering
If
it
you
is
suggest
currently
there's
making a
impurity,
very
my character might be
specified
interested in this
spiral,
out, but they don't know if it's on.
Have I seen this symbol before?
one of you has.
Which one?
Oh, one of me.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
One of you has.
One of me while I was playing it or not?
Not playing.
Okay.
Is there like, can I tell if this is more iron or sand? Like, I'm trying to figure out as much as I can about the sand right now.
Okay,
I don't like-
do an investigation of the sand.
I'm using identify.
You already used your identify to identify that it had iron in it. You can't use your identify for more than one thing.
Fine.
I
What's
would
the
do.
roll?
Investigation.
You just tell me what the roll is.
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation. It's an investigation roll.
Okay.
So tell me what the roll is.
22.
It is more iron than sand.
More iron than sand.
Sand would be the impurity then.
Sand is so. Can I tell that sand is an impurity?
So if you take a ship.
Sure.
Oh, I thought that's a different word.
If you take
What's it?
It's the only way to purify it. Theseus is
Or is that a different?
no, the ship of Theseus.
Okay.
Is,
Yeah, the ship of Theseus.
How many times?
Yeah.
How much you can pull it
If you
apart?
replace 51% of the ship,
Hey guys,
is
Still
the
the
new
same
ship
sh-
the impurity or the old ship?
See,
This is
then there's a
mostly
different
iron.
thing though. Which one has the soul of the ship?
it's almost like sand is the
Ships don't have
impurity.
souls, shoes have souls.
Fascinating.
But the soul
Whoa.
on
Is that
a
what
ship,
makes it different than the sand everywhere
who's
else?
walking on it?
This is what
The
makes it red.
captain or someone else?
Oh.
Alright, so we're down.
Which
What if
is
the
your?
captain's
Close
standing
my
like half on half?
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
I guess
then-
which foot's bigger?
Yeah, which foot is bigger and which one does he lean more on?
Yeah. How does the
Does he
captain-
lean more right
how
or
does
more
the
left?
captain of the ship distribute his weight when he
I'm gonna
walks?
use my final cleanse impurities of
Is
the
he?
day.
Does he
Wait,
have
really?
balance or is
Yeah.
he unbalanced?
No.
Wait, so wait, you're.
These are our brothers, guys.
I'm using my final cleanse
Wait,
impurities
do you
before
get it
my
on short
long
rest?
Long rest.
Long
but
rest?
I need sorcery points to do it on anything bigger than this. So, and I
Okay,
have no
okay.
sorcery points, so
So-
it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go like. He mentioned it's an impurity, so I'm like, I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen. I already wrote down that it's an impurity in my book, so I'm like,
You
Nothing.
get richer red, way richer red. Now it's just iron.
Does it? Does?
Whoa.
is
Oh.
it dust or is it like has it?
No, it's like iron dust.
How much does it cost?
Iron dusting, practically nothing.
Ah, crap. I
It's
can't use
all
it for
in the.
stuff.
It's like you could go up to any sand and just kind of shuffle it and you'll get iron dust.
Since it's in a hole, I'm going to kind of like,
Well, now you ruined the spiral, but.
yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna set it down. And I'm gonna.
One of
You
us
already
has
drew the
written it
picture,
down.
right?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, yeah, my character would have.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making
And
sure.
I'm going to.
But did you say before you ruined it that
I have
you
a.
did?
I have a picture.
My character was watching it and had their book open.
Okay.
I locked it in my memory because I have the keen mind feed. That's
There we
mine,
go.
but
Okay.
He has to keep my feet.
And then I'm gonna kind of like
He does.
I have the
Fire it.
Times feed.
Fire the iron.
yeah.
Close enough.
Mine's about emotion.
You know you have to get really.
I know.
fucking hot.
All
I'm just
the
curious.
I mean,
Just
it
saying.
just kind of
Only
chars
average.
now, cause like you're not getting it hot enough to actually melt.
Yeah.
It's just sort of charring
Yeah,
any
it's just-
any sort of like particle of sand or ash that got on it when you scooped it up.
Right.
So that's just charring.
Okay. My character's gonna kind of like nod, add that to the notes,
Yeah.
and then kind of like everybody.
Also, it wasn't a sustained.
Wait,
flame.
didn't you say it was surrounded by charcoal?
Yeah, I did.
Which does burn hot enough to melt iron?
Little.
Oh, okay.
It's
so it's
flecks
not
of
like
charcoal.
a puddle
No,
of
no, no.
charcoal.
It's flecks of charcoal.
mixed
in
with
ash.
ash.
little
and
briquettes.
ash. I see. Huh?
It's briquettes arranged in a.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, that's so
they're
nice.
arranged
That's so
perfectly
convenient.
in a circle, and actually the iron's perfectly
Oh
at the.
wow. Okay, then that works, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to also ritual cast on the charcoal. Just be like,
Identify as magic items. The spell literally
It's a
does
fleck
it.
of charcoal, so as soon as you lick it, it's on your tongue. The charcoal's on your tongue right now.
It's a palate
really just
cleanser.
for magic
Yeah.
items.
You cleansed your palate of
I asked him
anything
about
that
it.
you had in your
I never
mouth.
want to use it otherwise. What?
I said, because you licked a fleck of charcoal, it's now in your mouth. And then he said, it's a palate cleanser. And I said, yeah, now your palate is cleansed of anything that was in your mouth previously. And now it just tastes like charcoal.
Anybody else?
Whoa! Guys, my mouth tastes like charcoal.
Sponging
That's so
poison.
interesting. Is it on account of you licking the
I'll do
charcoal?
more
Yeah.
dude.
Interesting. I don't write this down.
Do you want to lick the charcoal? And I just take out like a little bit.
The Dre all think you're stupid, by the way.
What, us for licking charcoal? Or
Yeah,
I haven't licked charcoal yet. How about you?
No,
Hey,
you're
you
you're
drink
going
it.
around a circle, picking out like sand, putting it in a little pile, and then burning it, and then licking whatever's left. The Dre are just like,
Yeah.
I feel like pocket
maybe
iron
we
is
should
better
have
than pocket
not.
sand.
Hey, you guys want some?
Fuck somebody up with a pocket
Oh, yeah.
iron. That's horrifying.
Trent is too busy with his teeth collection right now. Philip is just like,
Can I?
I think I'm
I'm
good
gonna
on
take
licking
some.
charcoal.
Do you want a pocket iron too?
Yeah, I'll take some pocket
I'm
iron.
pocket iron.
Fuck.
Little pouch of pocket
Turn
iron.
people's eyes red. Oh!
Turn like tear into their eyes.
Alright, we should get moving.
Yeah, you guys.
Cool.
Circle.
You guys spent a good little while fucking around with a pile of ash soots and
30 minutes
fucking iron powder.
Well, let's go find those nomads to get some food. Right, Gabe?
Yes. This way.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The day continues. Roll me survival check.
You probably have the best survival, right?
I do have the best survival.
+5.
Yes, and I can add more if I really want to.
Nah, we'll be
We'll
fine.
be fine.
Nothing bad could possibly happen. Worse than that one.
I don't know if this could be added before or after. I want to roll, and then
Nothing bad could possibly happen.
give me a moment.
Let me roll.
Don't worry.
Nothing bad can happen. It's fine. We're good. No. You know what I mean?
You know these
no,
aren't.
that has to be before. Anyways,
These
I
aren't
rolled a
saving
9.
throws, by the way, too. They're just luck rolls.
I know.
These are saving.
I was trying to figure out if I can use my channel divinity.
Oh, okay,
before
got
I
it.
get-
That makes sense.
9.
9? Okay.
What do you mean no? Give the answer.
So,
No.
the day continues with you guys.
Just let it
I would
go.
assume kind of walking in silence for the main part. I don't know if there's much conversation going on since the whole Mac attack. As you're kind of getting further into the dunes, you kind of suddenly you can feel as you start to get closer and closer to this, you're kind of getting over a dune, and as you're getting closer and closer, you can start to feel kind of a sharp wind, but it's not like a storm wind. It's just like a sustained sharp wind coming from your right and going straight left. And when you kind of get over a hill, the hill, and kind of look down, what you see is that there is a river. I'm doing river in quotations. It's not a river. It's not water, but it is basically a fast-moving stream of sand. And it is going all the way over to the right and all the way down to the left, and it's pretty wide. It is a fast-moving, sort of swift motion of soot in sand. And you guys kind of stop, you kind of look over, and you just sort of see it you'll see have you ever seen on sand you see something sort of one part sort of dips down, starts to move down, and it kind of continues moving, a little bit of it comes loose. You can see that kind of happening kind of further up the bank as some of the sand kind of kicks up a rock, there's kind of the big rock, and it'll hit a top of the dune, and it sort of slips down back into the rest of the this sort of fast moving stream.
Okay. So, does this look like a river of sand?
Yes, that's why I said river in quotations. It's like a river of sand.
Hey guys, we might not want to just step in there. I have a thing for this though that might let us walk on that easier.
Period.
It's going to take a little bit to set up, but how many people are in our party?
You have Lynn, Ferdinand, Philip, Trent, Jess, Gabe, Den, Falvin, you, and Heron. So 9 in total.
9? Yeah, if we wait here for 10-ish minutes, I can probably get something set up. That fine with you guys?
Does this look like it will be very difficult to cross?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
This is extremely fast. If you guys have never seen a river, it is not something you can just go into and think, I'm going to wade across this. You'll just get sucked way down. You'll get flung into that.
You can cross it. You'll just be way down there. And also, we can't swim in sand because the world is horrible and horrifying.
We don't have rivers here.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. Rivers are not something you can wade across. They are fast-moving bodies of water that can literally just suck you into a current and you'll die. It is not something you can just decide to, I'm gonna jump right over.
But what if I really believe?
You can try, and I'll let you try, and I'm not gonna say you can't.
So, guys,
That's
you
a
fine
good
just
move.
waiting here for 10-ish minutes as I chant some stuff and do some magic.
Yeah.
Go
If we don't
for
have
it.
anything else. Any other way to get across?
Ritual casting water walk.
Is this close enough to do the shout, by the way?
Probably not.
Spell.
Then
Oh my God.
kind of comes up to you and says, whoa. I know this river.
What's up? What's up with that?
There should be a bridge around here.
Why can't we just walk across it? It's faster.
Well, do you see how fast it's moving? That's not a solid surface.
I know, I'm just going
I'll
to-
take a bridge.
I can do magic that lets us just walk on top of it.
I think if you tried to step on it, it would move you though.
So?
Yeah, you'd
We
move
don't
them
need
down
to
like
go
maybe
on
like
the walk.
a 100 feet in like a second.
Fine. We'll look
And then the
for it.
second step, that's another 100 feet.
If
You'd
we-
be
if we
way
can't
down there
find a-
before you got
if we can't
across.
Find a bridge.
Well, there.
then use your thing.
I think I'm not exactly sure how close the bridge could be. It could be just up that way, or it could be down that way. I don't know where exactly we are on this river of sand, but we can choose.
So
We could go down that way and find it,
what if
or
we went like we split into two groups?
Or
Each group goes like 10 minutes in one direction,
I have another funky.
and then we come back and
But
meet.
I don't.
well, you already know what happens when you let me have 10 minutes,
I have another funky thing. Do you want me to lead the
especially
group?
on my own. So,
I can lead the group again.
Well, if you're not on your own,
well, if I'm not on my own, then you know.
because there's 9. We split into a group of 4, group of 5. Yeah, you're getting Donald.
I can lead the group and locate it just by.
You just find the bridge.
I just find the
Oh,
bridge.
okay, then yeah, go ahead and find the bridge.
Okay. Casting locate object for a bridge.
What is the distance for locating?
1,000 miles.
1,000 miles?
No, wait. Feet. Sorry, feet.
I was gonna say,
Sorry, I thought it
buddy,
was
that's
miles.
across an entire continent.
I thought miles for a moment. Sorry, feet. I meant feet.
You cannot detect a bridge in this
God
location.
dang it! There goes my
Where's
last
the-
third level
where's-
spell
where's-
slot.
Where's the bridge, Calvin?
Never mind. It's nowhere close.
So 1,000 feet. About how long does it take to walk 1,000 feet?
It's a fifth of a mile, give or take.
Okay.
That's
Perfect.
really not a lot.
Yeah. So okay. How about we go 2 groups? We go like.
Why can't we
50.
just stay together?
Why don't we just
Because if we go the wrong way, then we all have to go back.
So
Well, here's the thing. If we go up that way, if there's no bridge up that way, we'll still at least get to the coastline. And it should be narrower there. We could probably just find like a little dock that goes right over.
Oh, we're that close to the coastline?
Well, if we walk up that way,
Oh, okay.
if we're going up that way, it may just take us like half the day to get to like maybe a coastline. Considering where Finlock is located.
If you know the spot that well, then yeah, go for it. I'm down.
I'm just saying it. But if we just go down that way, we could also just find the bridge, and that's, you know,
I actually think
cross right over.
it might be wiser to walk across the stream, because even though it'll move us down, it will take us half a day to go that direction. This will take us significantly less time, and we don't have the food.
I hope you guys realize that there was also rocks getting flung up from that.
Yeah, we can take rats.
That did
Okay,
happen.
so-
You all saw that. The rock flung up and hit something and then
So-
tumbled back in.
So our options are, we try to basically. How wide is it
So,
here?
considering it is a official river, it is well over 300 feet wide.
Can we see the other side?
You can see the other side, yes, but like
So 300 feet. That's 30 seconds of walking, realistically,
and if
with water walk. Like
Yeah, we can
even
also
if you're
run.
dash action.
Oh, okay.
If it's difficult terrain, I don't know how water walk works. I would assume this would be difficult terrain with water walk.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
definitely
So then
difficult
you're
terrain.
having that, so it's going to take a minute to get across walking.
That's a minute that you're open to a rock
Can't be
getting
submerged
flung at
into it.
you.
Isn't
At
the
high
alternative
speed.
we get eaten by Dre? I don't think there's an alternative.
Yeah, that's fair. How loudly did you say that?
I don't say that in character. That's
Oh,
me out of
okay.
character saying, isn't the alternative we get eaten by Dre, guys? I mean, how much time to a long rest? Because I think it was Was it 2 or 3 days that we've had?
3.5.
It
Oh.
was.
That we've had.
We already had a long rest before the Mac fight.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you guys.
No,
did.
we didn't.
Right before the Mac
That's
fight?
good
or
to
was
know.
it-
Not right before that.
No, way before the Mac fight.
That was a couple days before.
But
So
after
Like
the
when we
fight,
first got out of town, right?
Yeah, that was a long rest. I told you guys that.
Yeah, we had a long
Am
rest.
I dumb?
thought-
think.
did
was
did
that
I
before
do
the
it or am I
town?
dumb?
That
Was
was
it-
before the Mac fight. I said you guys are gonna have a long rest,
Okay.
and then we had the Mac fight. And if you guys didn't do anything for a long rest, that's your own problem. That's not on me. I told you guys this
Wait, we had a long rest after the Mac?
Before.
Before the Mac fight.
Before the Mac fight, you
But
guys had
after
a
the
long
town.
rest because you guys were walking for several days, and I said that I was gonna be a long rest.
I thought it was a thing where it's like you guys are going to be walking for several days. You will be getting a long
No,
rest.
I said before the Mac
Did you take a long
fight, you
rest?
guys were gonna
I
have a
didn't
long rest.
have long rest stuff.
Me neither.
I don't know what I have.
Can I just get my spell slots again?
No, because you've been in a fight now. you've been in a fight and now you've been using your spells. You can't just.
No, we didn't use. So we didn't use we didn't use all of our spells because we would have had a long rest. So not
Okay,
including
well-
the spells we used during the fight could we recharge spells. And
Well, not if you've already used spells too now, because now it doesn't make any sense. Because now you would have more or less.
I know certain spell slots I have not used. Like my 4th level spell, I used the first day.
Okay, if you can have that back,
Same,
that would
same.
make
And
sense.
then I also
Same.
have, I think I have 1 3rd level spell slot because I used Melon to Stone the first day.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's my bad.
I also get 2 1st level spell slots then too.
Well, anyways, you
Yeah,
guys
so how about
had a long rest already. This has only been not even a day beyond the Mac fight. So
it's been like 20 minutes. Okay, so I think we walk. Okay, we'll walk a little ways, like
get a billion things back
30 minutes to an hour, to see if we see the bridge. Because if there's a bridge and we don't have to risk running across a river for a minute, then I think that's safer. And 30 minutes isn't going to cost us that much. So we'll walk 30 minutes in the direction where Dan suspected the bridge to most likely be.
Okay. We're,
oh,
I
well,
said okay.
I'm waiting on
Yeah, I'm
him
just
to
making sure
confirm.
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys then suggest going left. So, he starts to head down that way. And you guys said 30 minutes to an hour, correct?
Yeah, we'll do 30 minutes.
Alright. I'm going to roll. If it's a high roll, probably good. Low roll, could be bad. I don't know.
We get eaten by a drake.
Sandworm.
Yep.
Actually, that'd be huge. That'd be high value.
So, you guys are walking, and it takes you go about an hour and
30 minutes we'd stop.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Okay, well, 30 minutes. You guys stop. I was gonna say you guys were gonna get to the bridge, but too late. You said 30 minutes.
30
So
minutes.
Is it
I
flat?
was calling playing.
no,
30
it's. I said there's
We're
dunes.
Even along the river?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. You guys went up a dune
No.
and were looking down.
Sorry, I'm talking about so is the river a winding river or is it a straight river?
No, it's a winding river.
Okay.
It is not
That
a
makes-
straight river.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, that was confusing.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good.
So, go 30 minutes. You don't
Yeah,
see
we'll stop
anything.
for 30
and-
minutes. And
I
at that
also
point,
get to change out spells too.
then we'll water walk it.
Okay, sounds good. Give me is it thinner? Just curious.
No,
No.
it is not thinner.
Awesome. We're going to give me 10 minutes. I can set this up real quick. And so I start chanting some stuff and doing some movements over everyone, and then we should be ready to water walk after 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay, guys, we should be able to get across now.
Is water walk concentration?
Pretty sure it's not. Water walk. It's not concentration.
Okay, you're going first.
Sounds good,
Just-
guys. Wish me luck.
Because you're like, oh yeah, I can walk on water, and it's like, okay, show me.
Alright.
Like we'll follow you once we're out. Once
I-
we're out on the river.
You're gonna have to roll a survival check.
I'm gonna be all like, oh Jesus, I hope I survive this, and I use my channel divinity.
All kinds of guidance on you too.
Channel divinity in order to get proficient. Actually, I'm not gonna bubble it. Why would I bubble that in? To get my proficiency bonus on this stealth check.
Stealth check?
Not stealth. Survival. I meant survival. So I'm like, oh Jesus, please let me do this. Please let me do this.
I'll look like such a badass.
Holy elemental.
Godspeed.
Yes, I do that. What's that? I don't know how to read this dice.
Is it the top one?
Yeah.
That's a 4.
4? Okay. 28.
28. Alright.
Mance is dancing across the water.
You step in, start moving forward, and start just running. You just run. Like you take one step and you feel yourself getting like pushed because you're like, it's a solid platform you're kind of like standing on of like sand, right? But it's still getting pushed by a whole heck of a ton that is moving in a like straight path. So you start to move on the very second you step, and then you just sort of like, okay, I can't just take this slowly. I'm gonna have to just start running.
It's like that spot in Mario Kart in the factory.
Yeah.
Okay. If he goes and it works, I'll follow.
But you start running and you end up about, let's see, how many feet do you end up down the river?
Were we walking upriver or downriver?
You're walking downriver.
Okay.
So
Should have done the other way, but the bridge was the other direction, so we're good. No,
We're gonna see
You
the
go-
bridge as we're going.
Hey, there it is.
you end up 1,000 feet away.
Is that one round or is that across the river?
That's across the river.
Okay.
You guys
He
still
is,
see me though.
because
Can we?
Yes, because 1,000 feet is not that far.
Well, but
It's
it's
a
windy,
bending
so we
river.
can't
Okay,
see.
never mind. You want to see me?
No,
never
you-
So we just see him go. It's like
you see him start running,
how
but
far
as
across
he's
the river did he
Godspeed.
make it before we lost sight?
it looked about maybe like halfway, and then it just sort of he went around a bend, was still like running across it.
You know, I'm game to try.
But yeah, you
I'm
end
game
up on
to
the
try.
shoreline and of like this kind of like sandy bank, kind of like where the sand's not like quickly like running, and you don't see them across from you anymore. You're just sitting there like,
Anyways, I'm still running across, right?
But yeah, I'm saying like when you stop though, you're not gonna see them.
Okay,
across
that's
from
fine.
you.
I'm still gonna keep running across.
Yeah.
I'm just like just running across.
Yeah,
I get to the other side now, right?
No, you were across.
I'm across.
You ran
You're
across.
already
They were
across.
waiting for you to get across and like,
Okay.
watching, and you just sort of ended up around a bend and
We
you're.
lost sight of you, but you were still running.
Yeah.
So it
So-
seemed we were still doing okay.
I'm going to now run as fast as I can to the back to where everyone is, like the opposite upstream.
As soon as we've lost sight of him, like within a couple seconds, I would have gone.
So you
By
will
the
see
way-
me as I'm running.
Because it is a bend,
But I'll
and
be
if you're
on
going
the river.
across
Yes.
the bank of it, it's a lot longer on the bend than.
It's okay. That's fine. I'm
It's gonna
still
take you a
run.
long while to get
I'm
there.
still running.
So he's coming back.
Um,
We're all
I
gonna go
don't-
down to where you
If you
were.
have a higher level spell slot
Like,
and there's a
I gotta
spell
tell
that
them.
doesn't actually upcast, like it doesn't like do anything additional if you cast at a higher level, can you still use the
I would
spell
have to
slot just
use it.
to
Yeah, we
burn it?
talked about that.
Okay, I just wanted to, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you can still
Okay.
waste.
Usually
You
have
can
one
you
of those
can
things, but also
burn a
use the,
higher spell slot to
Arcana
cast a lower
Okay.
spell.
to just run in one direction.
You run off,
Yeah.
you go.
I'll go after.
I'm gonna kind of look at the
Alright.
fairy and I'm
And
gonna.
start
Roll
start
survival.
hustling.
He gets pelted by a
soon
rock and
after
dies.
I go.
Well, I guess he wouldn't die.
How soon
he
after
would
do
just
you
be
start running?
unconscious and then still
Once
be on the
you
surface of the
Go
water.
around the bend, so halfway across the
Surface
river.
of the sand, but
So
could
you're-
also get pulled under by
Yeah,
a
so
current.
when you're halfway
No.
across the
That
river,
does
because
we
the
lost you on
water
bend
the water walk
within
keeps
a
him on
couple of
surface.
seconds.
and
So
chill
if it's
it,
three-
it
what's your
stops.
speed?
And so he would just get pulled back up.
If I'm dashing.
Well, yeah, he would get pulled
Okay,
under,
so
but back
difficult
up, and
terrain
it's just
30,
Yeah.
10 runs to get across.
and he could hit a rock when
So
he's
5
getting
runs
pulled
across,
under,
so like
flowing
on your
back up
6th
too.
round
So
or 7th round.
Mhm.
So
I'm
you're
just
still on the
saying,
river
you can
when
still get pulled
Okay.
under a current. You're not gonna stay under.
Mhm.
You're just going to have a bad time. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Survival?
Yeah.
21.
Wait, can
21.
we get pulled under by current while we're running
You
on it?
can't because you get
Yeah.
pulled up at 60 feet.
But that's what I was.
No, you can't when you're running. I'm saying if he's laying, he could get hit. Like he could get hit by a rock that pushes him under a little bit, get sucked by a current, but then he would pop back up.
Yeah, you have to stay.
Right.
You get pulled up at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Yeah.
So you won't be pulled under, but you might hit rock.
Right. I get it now. If you're in the shallow spot, yeah.
Anyway,
Which fights
so you got
back.
21.
21, and if any rock gets pinged at me, I'm gonna duff like missiles that.
Don't worry. With a 21, no rocks are being flung at you this time, and you end up even further down.
30,000 feet down.
So
I do have a 45 foot speed.
yeah. Okay. So that does make it a little easier for you, but you still end up pretty far down. You go past the bend, but end up like about like 800 feet, just because of your quicker movement speed. You're able to kind of get across a little bit faster, but still without being kind of like dragged along by the quicksands.
It takes less than a minute to cross, right?
It takes a minute to cross.
It takes
exactly.
a minute.
At 30 foot speed, it takes a minute to cross.
Okay, perfect.
Roughly.
Took him a little less.
Yeah, because I have 45 foot speed.
Yeah.
And how many dray are there? 5?
6.
There.
Because there's 9 of us total.
6 dray. Okay. Is that including the den, right? So there'd be
Oh,
five.
with Den, yeah.
And Den
yeah. So
there,
5 dray plus Den plus the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Den's gonna have
I'm-
no problem getting across.
Den'll.
Then we'll probably just jump across.
Wait, how long jump? How's that work?
Long jump?
Yeah, how's long jump
It's
work?
like 10 feet plus your strength score,
Yeah.
5 plus your strength score or something.
You don't got no strength.
Gabe's gonna kind of like.
Who's to
But-
say he's doesn't have any strength anymore?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Never mind. He might be fine.
Yeah, he could be
That was-
perfectly
that was
fine.
perfect.
Yeah, I know. No, I can see him being completely fine.
So you just fly across.
Gabe is gonna
Yeah,
look
fine.
at the dray that are with him.
Yeah.
Against me. I have some magic that can help make this crossing easier. I'm willing to cast it on some of you, but I think we should travel as a group. So if anybody does fall or get pelted by rock, I have another spell that I can use to try and ensure your safety.
Who just booked it?
Some of the Jess definitely kind of steps away.
Yep.
It's just like I'm opting way out of this.
That's fine.
Lynn doesn't even pay attention. She's still just processing.
Okay.
Philip walks forward. He says, "Well, I'll put a limb out for you. All right."
Thank you. And the others,
Ferdinand goes with Philip, and he just sort of nods. He's like,
Okay.
Trent's not paying attention because
Okay.
he's Trent. And he's probably just going to climb up on Ferdinand's shoulders. So
Yeah, then it works. Lynn, Ferdinand, and Philip, I'm going to cast. Well, I'm going to wait until we're just ready to go, and then when we're all grouped up the edge, bless. So we each get to add, or they each get to add a d4 to their roll.
okay.
And then I'm going to cast. Oh no, that's concentration. So I'm not going to cast that. I'm just going to cast bless on them, and I'm going to hope I don't fuck up.
All right, roll your survival.
And if I fuck up, self-preservation.
Oh no.
Well, 8.
If you're gonna get pegged with a rock, will lose concentration, then they.
Well, then they won't fall or anything. They just lose their bless. So
what
they get to
is-
make their rolls
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
actually. So
What's
it's
your
fine.
AC?
12.
You are instantly
Okay.
hit with a huge fucking rock. It just gets flung straight out of the sands.
How much damage?
30.
I'm gonna.
I hope not.
I heard more than one die there.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's 2 dice, it's the D100.
I would cry.
You take 22 damage as you're bludgeoned by this. Like it is like almost a boulder that gets flung up by the like fast-moving sands. As it's like it flips up, and then it like crashes back down.
I'm not down. I get knocked to the side, kind of stumble across, barely manage to like kind of like surfing the sand somehow.
Oh, you are definitely knocked prone by this. but-
Okay, then I'm like
He's unconscious.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not.
not. You're not down.
I'm not
I thought you said
unconscious.
you were down.
No,
Yeah.
no, he is knocked prone
Oh.
currently, and you're being taken by the current.
And suddenly I'm not. I'm suddenly still on top of the surface.
Okay, well you're still gonna go.
Nope.
Wait,
I'm not.
what?
I cast gaseous form. So I just. And I watch the others. And I'm like, Godspeed. And I'm going to kind of float upwards and in their general direction slowly.
I'm gonna roll to see if the Dre freaked the fuck out and think you just got like poofed
Well,
out of
they all went at the
existence.
same time, right?
Huh?
They all went at the same time.
I got bouldered.
I was thinking he was gonna go.
Or did you go ahead of them, or did you all go at the same time?
We all went at the same time.
Yeah, but they're still gonna think. Did
Well,
you
yeah,
just do
but are
fucking-
they gonna die in the rocks?
We'll find out. I have to roll their survival check.
They would have got the bless from that. So
Yeah, but I still have to roll their survival check.
now the concentration on that's gone. But they would have gotten it
Yeah.
first.
They got the bless for the
So
roll.
15 plus.
A D4 for the ones that got bless.
Okay. So 16,
This is where it ends.
natural 20.
Okay.
They could save
Who
their
got
buddy.
the
then.
natural 20?
Whoever got the natural.
Huh?
Who got the natural 20? Just tell me it's not Trent.
That was
Please don't lose
Ferdinand.
Trent. Oh,
Ferdinand can help the
Yes.
buddies. Ferdinand can be like, I protect you.
Ferdinand somehow just like.
He bashes a
gliding
rock out of the side.
And
It's
then-
just bullet.
17, and Trent's not rolling because he's on Ferdinand. So
Can you give vivid description
Trent
of
just like
Ferdinand?
is like it looks like a backpack on Ferdinand. Just Trent just like hanging on to his back. Ferdinand doesn't even notice Trent's there.
Do they see me poof
Yeah.
into like this fog? It's just or like this gray cloud.
Yeah, and now I gotta roll for their understanding of
cloud?
if you
Yeah.
just died or
Like
not.
charcoal colored?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. No.
Philip and Lynn think you're fucking dead. Ferdinand didn't even notice you pooped. Ferdinand's just focused.
Can you give a vivid description of Ferdinand's travels down the stream?
Ferdinand fucking launches himself. Like he gets to the edge, he like kind of like gets into a power stance, jumps like forward, lands in like the center of like the river on his feet, and then just like doesn't even like just waits like a few seconds, pushes down, jumps again, and gets all the way across. He doesn't even walk. He just jumps from like one spot to the next, and he barely even moves like 30 feet.
Oh man, Spider-Man over here.
He's also super fucking strong.
Ferdinand holds up his hands and the waves part.
Yeah, Ferdinand went like this, and the river just went like above him, and he just walked.
Just walked.
Ferdinand is the one.
Part of the Red Sea.
But Philip and Lynn go down.
Ferdinand is Moses.
So Philip goes down about 500 feet, and Lynn goes down about a similar
How
amount.
far did I go down?
800.
800.
Ooh, should I go down? 1,000?
Yeah, you went down 1,000.
I start running anyway, so as soon as I get to the end, I'm like, gotta tell the others.
You,
Start
you,
running.
you, you see me go by.
Wait, how far did you say?
Oh no, I went less far than you. But
Yeah.
No,
but I went later than you. We would be like, I don't know.
But Ferdinand
Well,
didn't even move an inch from like where he's just there, and he like looks back and he sees Jess, and he just sort of waves to her. Now it's Jess's turn. Uh oh.
Oh no.
Uh
Just go bye-bye.
Just go bye.
We're
Just
really
like
just
my-
losing people here.
Hey, it's
Oh,
bad
yeah.
for us.
That sounds like an oh yeah, just as fucked.
She takes 19 bludgeoning damage as a rock flings up from the sands and like collides with her head. I'm gonna roll to see if she is knocked unconscious or not from this. She is. So she's
Yeah, no, that's.
she's just unconscious altogether.
We're not getting that back.
Can Ferdy save her?
Ferdy didn't move though.
Freddy didn't go down.
Like he
either
didn't
stream.
lose any distance.
No, he didn't lose a single bit of
So
distance.
he can't help anybody.
Then we'll try and save her though.
Oh, that
Yeah, Dan!
general's a bad one.
Close enough. Den
He's not
like
rolling
hops
his
onto
funky
like
stuff?
the what?
He's not rolling in his funky stuff?
Unfortunately, he didn't roll funky.
Oh, okay.
He hops onto like the river and like tries to like grab Jess as he sees her like get knocked down. But he just sort of like as he's coming in, he is almost hit by a rock too, and that kind of like stops him from like grabbing hold of her as he kind of like jumps back a little bit. But you see him kind of like just ride the sands, like just like keeping an eye on her, like trying to get closer, but every time like something just sort of like comes up, like a quick bend. So he's gonna go with her and try and like hope that she just gets washed up onto a bank. But yeah, that's everyone almost across.
It's gonna take me a while to get there, so I'll let you talk to your men and then I'll arrive.
So we all convene on the other side. Gabe's gone.
They're like, Gabe's fucking dead.
You saw Den though. You would see Den and Jess coming down the river at some point.
Would I?
Well, I would have met up with him somewhere on the other side, and we would be trekking back.
Yeah,
So
well,
we would see them go by.
Yeah, you would see them go by. So Den like makes a wave like he is like just like he's going for Jess. So you at least know that they're not dead, but you do see Jess is unconscious.
Well, I'll give him a Godspeed.
Yeah.
It's not the first.
He'll
time.
probably try and come back.
He'll try. He'll be back in like a week.
He'll meet a
And
friend,
he'll- yeah.
teleport him.
Yeah.
It's
Probably die.
At this point, that's
Yeah.
how I'm at with that.
Yeah.
All right,
But,
so well, that worked.
It did. I'm surprised I never did that before.
I don't think it did. We lost Jess and Den.
No, Dan's just going after Jess, right? That's what was happening, right?
I'm more concerned about the fact that we lost our guide to the nomads.
Right, where's Gabe?
I don't. Y'all were with him. What happened?
Gabe.
I hope he's not actually dead.
Wait, what happened?
A huge boulder got flipped up from the sand and like it hit him and then he just
What?
I don't know.
Like
He literally just
what?
poofed.
What?
Like poofed.
Like just turned to dust?
Yeah.
Like poof.
My God.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think the rock just turned him to dust.
Uh-oh.
Game was some weird thing then.
There's just a little, and this game falls into the sand, kind of like skirts down the side of the hill, just from the sky. Like kind of sprawled on the ground, like, I misjudged
And now
the
I've seen it
distance.
all.
Hello.
I saw you fucking die, dude.
I did die.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
I dust the sand off myself, I kind of magic it clean. I just,
What are you?
it's just magic.
What?
Philip's gonna fucking inside that fucking
I'm
shit
gonna
so
inside
hard.
you too.
Okay? It's just magic. It's just magic, baby.
Nothing happened.
It was just gaseous form.
We're good.
So yeah, I'm being
Yeah.
honest, so it's just like I just
Why did we always find out you have magic at the wildest times?
also I game looks fucked up because I got beat the fuck by a boulder. Like,
Just, like, bleeding.
yeah, bleeding.
Right here.
Like there's like scrapes and then there's like they might have a cracked rib. It's really hard to tell. Yeah.
So
Anyways, where were we? Oh, I saw
nomads.
Nomads just got taken down the river. Did you guys see that?
Den was,
Yeah,
Den
Den
was
that-
right there.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
We
noticed
can't
that.
really go get them without losing a lot of time.
I could continue, get the nomads, bring them, while you guys go out, try and help, because now that we're across, that would have been much smarter. Anyways,
What?
huh?
What?
Huh?
What would have been much smarter?
Well, it doesn't matter now.
If
But,
you just did your thing across and then went and got the nomads.
That would have been
and then...
smarter. I didn't think of it.
We could have just thrown you across.
We could have gone through this without you turning into dust.
No, I would have had to turn to dust.
Okay, well you still would have turned to dust, but we wouldn't have lost Jess and dead. I'm blaming you on that one.
You know what? Fair.
I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Who's talking?
That's
Philip.
fair.
Phil.
Okay.
Well,
That's fair.
Well, I think we should go to the nomads. And Den has come back before. So if Den is with Jess and they are both alive.
Well, did you see Den alive?
Den waved at us.
Okay. Well, I'm Den is Den.
That is Den.
That is dead.
You don't know Den.
I don't know
then
dead.
it's done.
All right. Well,
I think we should try and keep moving because we don't. It's the best. How close are we to your spot?
How close are we?
flip the map. The map. The map. The map. The map. The map. You should be almost there. You should really be there in like maybe at the end of the day even.
Sunset, I think.
Then let's go.
Should we? I can go myself, and then you can ensure Jess's safety, and then I can bring them to you. That might be best.
As much as we bonded over the whole Mac experience, I still don't trust you that much.
You're
Just
trusting
full
me enough to
disclosure.
go out into the desert.
Here, how about you take the Dre, and we'll go find Jess and Den.
I can do that.
Because you can sustain us, right? That's the thing you have.
Yeah.
Are you all comfortable with that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm more comfortable with you than Mr. Let's run across the fucking river.
Okay. And maybe when we meet the Draconians, we can play dice.
Is that the first time you've said Draconians around us?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm gonna roll for the Dre.
Do I know what that is? I don't.
Roll what?
You see Lynn go.
I know what that is most likely.
She just goes, what?
I rolled a nat 20 for.
You fucking don't know.
Oh,
You
never
don't
mind.
know.
You know old history, not new history. I'm gonna be like,
You don't know. I'm telling you right now, you don't know. Melvin would have no idea what this is. But Lynn looks a little like.
I'm gonna kind of like,
The
I'm
who's
gonna
what's?
nod. I'm gonna kind of like nod at her and be like, kind of like the will. I'm happy to talk about that in a moment.
The who's he what's?
Oh. They're called Draconians. That is what the people are.
Oh, I
know
forgot to
there.
roll for Trent too.
He
Trent
what-
got a natural 1. He's not paying
That's
attention.
like a sleep on Ferdinand's back.
Yeah, just.
No, I'm just
like
imagining
brushing his face.
the collection right now.
He's like a cat, you know. He's just like.
Sniffing each one.
Well,
That's you.
I thought
Don't.
that's what Trent would be.
No,
doing
no,
with
no.
the teeth.
Trent is currently like a cat, just sort of
Aw.
cleaning his face on Ferdinand's back.
would you like to split up then?
If you want to go ahead,
biscuits.
That's
the Dre are the ones that need food the most.
I agree.
So getting them to the nomads as fast as possible.
As soon as you say food, Ferdinand goes, ooh.
Yeah, so you don't
Okay,
know.
kinda like-
where are y'all gonna? How are we going to find you again?
I will send this way. Stay by the water. If you don't have, by tomorrow, this time tomorrow, if we aren't here, start heading this direction. I will send them to come to the river
Okay.
to find you.
Okay.
If you do not, if they are not here by this time tomorrow, something has likely gone wrong. Start heading this way. And I'm gonna, that one.
Got it.
Alright,
All right.
off you go.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Okay. Once we're gone, I'm gonna kind of be like, everybody follow. I think I need to speak to Lynn. So if everybody else would like to stay behind, that's fine. Just like a little bit behind, not too far.
Philip just gives a thumbs up. He's like, "Got it, Mr. Puffball."
Thank you, Philip. I'll go with Lynn. You seemed upset, perturbed, perhaps, when I mentioned draconians.
I thought they were all dead.
Why would you think that?
Well, I mean, I wasn't supposed to know, but when in youth, I was a bit of a snoop, and I'd heard of draconians, but I was told that they were just like prototype, and then they were just gotten rid of once not needed. I didn't know they were still around. Excuse me, they're still around.
Would I have been told a similar story?
You were been told like a way worse story by the draconians.
Like a more horrible version of that, though.
Yeah, like the information is correct that they were like a prototype, and then they were kind of like gotten rid of. But to them, it's like pretty much.
It was a genocide.
Yeah, it was pretty much like they were promised to be the armies to the Dragon Lords in the New Age, but literally like as soon as the Cleansing Wars had finished, and they were just being like brought in, and like the first city states were being built, they were just immediately like turned on. Like new soldiers were just like, yeah, you guys aren't needed at all. We don't need you. You are too costly to continue uptake. Take them all out.
From what I understand, that story is true. The details are harsher, but it is the same story. Though, it seems not all of them died.
I don't know how they'd feel about us.
I think, while they may have some long-running feelings, I don't think they would be aggressive. They seemed fair, and from what I understand, they might be unsettled, or they might have feelings under the surface, but I don't think they will deny aid.
It's good to hear. I'm gonna hop over to Den and Jess real quick. Godspeed.
So Den and Jess?
Yes.
They're the ones on the water.
Oh, right.
I'm like, who else would I
was like, our names aren't Den and Jess. He's not playing Den anymore. I've never been in Jess. Yeah,
I'm gonna get to you guys. I'm gonna get to you guys, but I want to
try to make everything about me.
Well, Den eventually grabs hold of Jess while on the river, and they kind of he just like brings her back to the side that they were originally on. You guys were originally on, because it doesn't make any sense to try and just like drag her across with the potential of getting hit again by rocks. But where they stop, they find the bridge.
Yay!
And there's someone at the bridge.
Is there another bridge?
No, there's one bridge.
Because we walked downriver towards the bridge, right?
30 minutes. You guys only went 30 minutes.
I'm stupid.
Yeah,
That's
why
said-
he
No,
said.
no, I was like, if we went downriver, then we get swept further downriver, which is the other direction. Never mind. Don't listen. Don't let me talk for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, okay. I was like really confused. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You guys were going downriver originally already.
Just really stupid.
And then you guys didn't get to the bridge, and so then you're being swept downriver, and you still didn't get to the bridge because you didn't go down further.
Yeah.
So they get to the bridge, and they see someone at the bridge. They're at the front, on the edge that you guys were on. Kind of like a pretty tall human, probably about like 6'2", you know. They have tinted goggles made of obsidian, and their face is completely covered. No, not you. And they stand with a sword at their like side, like sheath. No, not you.
What? I was looking around.
And they see Den and Jess, and they pull down their like part of the mask that's like kind of covering their mouth, and they like start to talk to them, and they're like, "What are you guys doing here?" And Denton's like, "Oh, we got kind of like stuck down the river. I was trying to get my friend here, and right?" And he's like, "But we were trying to get across, and we didn't really make it across." And the guy kind of just like looks at him and says, "Trying to make it across without the bridge. Now that's a new one." He's like, "Clothing. Are you with the Dragon Lords by chance?" Den's gonna roll an insight check on this guy, and the guy's gonna roll an insight check against Den.
Dan has horrible insight.
Yeah. The guy's
That's just something.
Den's just kind of like, yeah. We're Dragon Lord.
Probably a little low.
And how did I roll so low for Den's deception? I rolled a natural 1.
It's
Wait,
like
no.
a 30, right?
No, it's like a 12, and then you can also add extra psionic dice if you choose.
But a natural 1,
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
that's a failure. So,
Let's farm the Sadgers, guys.
but the guy also got super high insight. So
Okay, no, he's probably.
he got
Dad.
like
Yeah,
over
whenever
20
Jen
for his
needs to
insight.
make
So
an important deception check. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's built into him.
The guy just is like, just kind of like tilts his head a little bit and just says, "It's okay if you're not. I'd prefer it, actually." Den's like, "What do you? No, wait.
That's exactly what someone with the Dragon Lords would say.
And he's like, no, we're with the Dragon Lords." He's just like, he just kind of walks over and he just says, "I'll get you across, don't worry." And he like lifts them up, and Jess is still out, but he like takes her in his arms and just starts carrying her. And Den's like, and he's just like, "Don't worry, I am not going to throw her back into the fucking river. I'm not a monster. Although some people would think I am." He like gets to the start of the bridge and starts to walk across with Den. And Den's like, kind of like being like trying to discern like, who is this guy? Like, what's his deal? And the guy just kind of keeps walking, and he like turns to him and he says, "So what brings a tabaxi like yourself all the way out here? I don't really see a lot of people out here in the desert, all by the lonesomes with a dray, especially a dray that seems to be having a bit of an issue with their hand here." And Den's like, "Oh, well, official business, of course." And kind of just like, he's like, you wouldn't need to know. It's an official Dragon Lord business, of course." And he's just like, "Got it, understood. Official business out here in the wastelands, in the abandoned cities. Why would the Dragon Lords care about the cities they abandoned, huh?" And Den's like, "Huh? Cities abandoned?" It's just like, "You'll understand when we get there. I'm sure that the rest of them would be happy to see some new faces around here. And don't worry, we're not gonna eat you. We're not elves, although some of us look like them." And Den's just like, "Okay." And then he's just like, continues to walk with them, and then gets to the other side of the bridge, and he says, "Your friend here, they look kind of banged up, but I'll bring him some something to kind of fix him up a little bit. Right? Just walk with me a little longer." don't worry. Again, I'm not gonna kill you. All right, that's not my motto.
Literally keep saying not gonna kill you.
Well, I mean, random guy picks up one of your friends, starts walking up, and he starts to walk, and he then goes, Farun. And then out from the desert come several other people. And they kind of walk over, and they come up to him and they're like, oh, hey, what seems to be the problem? And he's like, well, we got ourselves an injured Dre, and the little guy here keeps insinuating he's with the Dragon Lords, but of course, it's kind of obvious he's not. And they all kind of look to each other and just kind of give a kind of soft chuckle. And Den notices, hey, two of those guys got dragon tails. Like, tails like a dragon. Like, you can see, like, scales on them. He's like, what the fuck's going on? What? And then the other guys, their faces are kind of covered up and kind of have similar goggles made of, like, obsidian glass. And they're like, we can lead you guys back over to the city. We're settling in there right now. We saw some Crawdloos coming in, heard about 10 big, so we kind of moved into the area. So we're here for a couple days, but luckily for you caught us at a good time. And so then they continue to walk. You guys are hopping over to Heron and Falbin.
Hey. I guess we're just walking on the river?
Yeah.
For like a little bit?
Yeah.
Like half a day, maybe?
Yeah.
And then we turn around and go back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start walking.
Alright.
How you doing, Heron?
You know, I didn't expect to make it across that river.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
And yet, here we are.
Yeah, you got across.
Good.
Yeah, I got across without getting hurt.
What are you thinking of doing now that we're not? Why did you come with us?
I don't
in the
know why I
first
came
place?
across. I came with the guys.
I think you were taking us to Finlaw.
Yeah, I was.
And don't you have somewhere to go?
Not really. I kind of just travel, go with the flow. I tried looking into like my anthropology stuff, you know, but I mean, I haven't found anything yet. Have I found anything yet?
Roll an investigation.
Get your roll an extra D4 investigation too. 22.
Well, howdy doody, would you look at that? That's a human skeleton you guys are currently standing on.
I found it right there! And I start digging immediately.
Do you taste the skeleton?
Is this how you do things?
Exactly how I do
Just
this.
randomly find stuff.
You dig it up and it looks pretty fresh, pretty recent. Looks like someone got lost out in the sand, tried to, maybe was a little bit, crazy by the heat. Ended up running towards the bank of this river sand, and basically died here.
Yeah, no, this man died here, probably from the heat of the sun.
Is this what you study?
Exactly.
Just dead bodies?
Kind of, and sometimes ruins. I could probably use these ribs.
Are you?
You could. Or if you want to take a couple.
I'm gonna take a couple.
Why?
Alright,
Why?
you take a
Why?
couple.
Why do you? Why?
Cursed skeleton.
I might be able to do some
Comes back to
stuff
like,
with it.
no,
Not the ribs.
Oh,
Like, why do you study?
Don't touch my bones!
Like,
Return the bones of some of the curse.
Why do I study it?
What's your goal?
Passion to learn.
So, of all the things to learn,
Yeah.
this seems one of the.
Hey!
Oh no, every single
I thought you were doing the same.
every single
That
body
was-
has
Oh,
a voice in it,
Which
right? Every single body that
snails?
I find here has a story to it.
What's the
I gotta
pir-
check something
What's the
out.
pirate's one?
We can learn a little bit more about this one. Yeah. And so, after me mentioning, we can learn a little bit more about this one.
I said the
Wait,
table.
hold on. Never mind. Never mind. No, we can't.
Okay.
No, I realize there's a limit to speak
Oh,
with dead.
yeah.
No, this is way after 10 days. I thought it was less than like it was
Wait, no,
just
you said it was,
whenever.
wait, you said it was fresh, right?
It's pretty fresh.
Fresh, but it can't. It's going to be more than 10 days.
True. It is a
Okay.
skeleton.
Oh wait, you're right. That's a lot of.
It is a skeleton. That's more
Fresh
than 10
in
days.
terms of
Mm.
years, probably.
Yeah, fresh in terms of years. There's a lot of things that are old in terms of years. This is probably like in the past couple years.
Just curious, would I be able to sell these rib guards for 25 gold pieces if I were to mark them and stuff like that? Like
Mark
if I
them
were to
with-
specifically model them to be used as marked bones for an augury spell, would I be able to use it for that? It says sink and use
Yeah,
sticks.
yeah.
I'm going to use them the same way as sticks.
Yeah, no, that's.
Are you thinking wheel and woe? I think.
Yeah, that's wheel and woe.
That's how I agree.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we
With sticks, I guess it's just like.
Just throw it in the air and just
Oh
let it
yeah,
drop.
yeah. I'm trying to remember.
That's
the
on
stick.
TikTok. They do that. They're like, ask a question, they throw the sticks, and the sticks cross, it's yes, and if they don't cross,
Is that
it's
what
no.
it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say
I know the bones.
if you ground them up, you could get pretty penny for them. About half a copper for about just like a small bag
Okay.
of powder.
Now,
Gunpowder.
I don't want powder. I want to use them for the spell itself.
No.
No. If I were to like mark it with like tinkering tools and stuff like that.
Still no, that wouldn't be
No.
enough.
Okay.
It
Never mind.
would only get you to about maybe a copper.
So I think.
Oh, copper.
Copper.
No,
That's
when I
what
say
I'm
gold
about.
pieces, I mean like
Wood pieces.
wood pieces.
'Cause that's-
instead.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
no, no, still no. 25?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
One
when
copper
you-
is only 10.
Also, you probably need wood carving tools.
Okay.
not
Remember,
tinkers.
the
Tinker tools is
the
like
system
mechanics.
goes wood is gold.
I can get
So,
wood carving.
Yeah.
The basis is wood is gold, right?
Yeah.
But beyond that, there's copper, which
Yeah.
is 10
Okay,
wood
so
pieces.
copper is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So one copper is 10 wood pieces, and that's 10 gold.
Okay, so I know I wouldn't be able to use these
No,
at all.
you-
Would I be able to use any of this body for this?
For augury, no.
No? Okay, cool. Sounds good. Well, I want to keep these ribs.
But you can still use them for other things, because again, you can make powder out of it, which costs about like 5 wood pieces.
But a
So-
demon skull might do it.
A demon skull might do it.
Imagine it.
Imagine if we had a demon skull.
Dan has one in his bag, but he
Uh,
still kept it. Which
I
is a
don't know
big
if he
if.
would have kept it.
No.
And that's a giant thing.
No, that was confiscated.
Oh yeah.
All
because,
most of
Buren,
the
goddamn
most of the
it.
stuff got confiscated by Buren. So.
Damn it, Buren!
Buren.
Fuck you, Buren!
Yeah, I had that be
This
one
is
of the
why
main
we
things
Buren
that got
got
confiscated
fucked
was the
Buren.
skull.
I don't understand why there has to be a skull that's confiscated. I'm just saying.
Well,
Okay.
he had a skull that he was using for spells, and you had a skull, and he was like, "Well, maybe you're gonna use them for spells too. I'm gonna confiscate both of these."
Valid.
It's like, it's not the skull. It's the book.
Yeah, well, he
So,
didn't.
It was the
I know.
switcheroo.
It's a switcheroo.
But
no more
still,
skull, more
he was
book.
like, "I saw you casting stuff with that skull, so
Yeah.
I'm going to confiscate both of these."
So
Yeah.
so you can't get anything more from this body.
I'm just gonna carry these ribs.
You can get a bunch of teeth from it.
I want to take some teeth too.
You can make him into a xylobone.
You know, I'll take a couple teeth too.
Alright.
Just to satiate.
It didn't work when I tried. They all got mad at me.
Yeah. But then you did it and it worked.
I did what and it worked?
Didn't we get him to at one point?
It distracted Trent, but then everybody got mad. They
Philip
were like-
said, "Don't do it because you're gonna only cause
Oh,
him to
yeah.
want more." It's a vicious cycle of if he sees you.
What if we try to cycle him around? You know.
Yeah, everyone has to.
We make him get sick of it.
I don't think we
He's not
can.
getting sick of it.
You know,
No,
if you can do
remember-
that, you win the game. That's just the end of the entire
we're gonna
campaign.
win
Is
D&D,
you won.
so we're just gonna
Trent
start-
is
Trent-
the BBE
Trent-
We're farming teeth.
Trent like kneels down to you and says, "My
He is
king."
a, warlock patron.
And then he
don't you
turns into a
remember?
giant god and he says, "It was a test all along, and you've done it, my children."
Please
Dark
tell
Sun
me-
does have a god.
It's Trent, the teeth god.
Please tell me
The
that's
tooth
what
fairy.
this campaign becomes.
Yes.
Just
We're
help
gonna-
Trent.
we can make it
It
then.
becomes high fantasy. Trent
Goes
reheals
from-
the world.
Anyways.
Trent becomes
Anyways,
the
yeah,
I should
world.
probably keep walking.
Ever heard of
Yeah.
bone meal?
So where did you come from before all this? I forgot.
Oh yeah. Crap. We didn't actually come up with an area that I came from.
No, I
No.
don't even.
Somewhere?
I
Desert.
didn't think somewhere in the.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Maybe you.
Hey, is
you
there a
ori-
bridge?
Originally, you were a nomadic. Do you? Yeah, you would find the bridge eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
cycle us under it, but.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a
Um,
bridge?
You see a guy standing at the bridge.
There's a guy on the bridge. Did you see that? That's not just me, right?
Yeah, I see the guy on the bridge.
It's kind of weird.
There's a guy on the bridge.
I don't know how to feel about that. Is it Ben?
The guy sees you, and he waves, and he walks over to the other side of the bridge.
That we're on.
Yeah, that you
Okay.
get, and he stands, because he was originally on the other side. He walks
Yeah.
over now, and he said he's like, "Hello there."
Oi, did
Hello?
you see two people go through here on the river? By any chance?
Yeah. In fact, I just helped them up. They're out that way now.
Oh, great. Can we get them?
Y-
We're with them.
Oh, shoot. I called my friends in to help them. They're taking them to their camp.
There's a camp and you and your friends.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what do you call yourselves?
He's gonna.
Persuasion?
Yeah, you gotta roll a persuasion 100%.
Watch this.
If you roll a natural 20.
That would be
I'll
perfect.
take 18. Ignore.
Like my,
Ignoring my serpentine face.
like my name, like
No,
what my
like
name is.
you and your friends in your camp, like collectively. Wait, just.
Dude, doesn't start with a D.
Does start with a D, right? Just. This is good. Is it good?
Well, I don't know if I should tell you.
Does it rhyme with
Coney Island.
Coney Island?
You wouldn't rhyme with Coney Island.
Yeah, does it?
I'm Ionian.
Does it
You're wrong.
rhyme with
Ian.
Draconian? You can't help me out on this, man.
What?
You gotta help me out, man. You gotta.
Why?
You study things. You got words.
I'm a.
It sounds like you
Don't
already.
you speak like 30 languages.
I'm an
I'm just thinking,
anthropologist, not English.
Friend,
like
friend.
English dude.
Don't you study letters and words?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, it already sounds like you know.
Hi.
Prove it.
Why do I have to prove what my people are called?
Yeah, no, you're.
Because you could be lying
No, we
Why,
were looking for the.
why would I be
Draconians.
lying about that?
to kill. Look, it's been a long day.
Look, it's been a long day for me too. I'm just trying to ask why I would lie about
I had to
this.
run across the river.
Be quiet.
Why the fuck would you run across the
Because
river?
he
The
ran
bridge
across
was
the
right.
river first.
Hey, it sounds like someone needs to take a cooler. Okay, you.
Okay, well now I
relax.
understand why your friends were in the river.
Okay.
Well,
Let-
what kind of dumb
Time
I?
to
No,
talk.
I have another question. I have another question. I have one
Pause
more
here.
question. One more question.
Okay.
Do you know a guy named Gabe? Kind of weird. Short? Are you short? Are Gabe, are you short? How tall are you?
How tall are you? Gabe?
Can I get a
How tall are you? Gabe?
a rough-
Average height.
Kind of average height.
Is it like a different height every day?
What's
Can I
what's
get
your
a
hair
rough
color?
description of your
Gabe, what's
build?
your hair color?
I think it was blonde. Like a dirty
Blonde,
blonde.
kind of average height, you know.
Eye color. I need to know this.
Oh,
I need
yeah.
I colored blue. It's like dirty blonde blue hair.
blue, blue eyes.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, a little. He's got that kind of sharp dress, but kind of ambiguous too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then just
carries
like,
around the book.
with the book. Yeah.
And it has the drawings?
Yeah. You know Gabe?
Yeah, I know Gabe. Gabe's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, we're looking. We're
Okay,
looking.
Gabe's over there because he also ran across the river.
What? Gabe knows about the bridge. Did he forget about the bridge?
It was in his notes! You didn't tell me you would know about the bridge! Now I have to think of a reason Gabe wouldn't mention the bridge!
I guess he wasn't paying attention when I told him about the. I know why. He was busy writing, and he writes a lot.
He does write a lot of them.
He wasn't paying
He
attention.
writes a lot.
DM said, "Oh hey, I'm throwing you in the office." You see that oncoming train?
Hey, I do that all the time in this campaign. What do you think? I'm not gonna throw you under the bridge at least a couple
Man
times?
said that raging river.
You guys decided that. That was your own, like.
No, I'm
So
fucking with you.
Gabe.
Well, I told him. I told
we've got
him.
Gabe and like four other people.
They're gonna eat him. They're gonna eat Gabe.
Gabe and like 4 other people that went the other way to look for you.
Well, I guess you wouldn't know it from the other side where to get to the. You know if that makes sense. I'm assuming you guys aren't.
Either way, we should probably go get Gabe.
Yeah.
Meet you back at the. Are you, how long have you been just kind of here at the bridge?
I'm kind of a couple hours and stationed here for kind of keeping watch.
Because I think I can catch up with Gabe.
Well, I mean, if Gabe just says the word, I mean.
If you say the word, will Gabe hear you?
Not guaranteed. I don't know how far away Gabe is.
Try it.
Okay. Phone! Gabe, roll perception.
Uh,
It's
14.
Check.
Just
Yes.
roll call people way out.
But it's not getting rolled.
Is that the word?
Just have made it better.
Did you just hear the word? Yeah, that sounded like the word. It was coming down.
Kind of like chatting to Lynn, and we would have grouped up with everybody. I would have been like, "Did you all hear that?"
It kind of looked to you and just like the wind howling.
One moment. It's what, phone?
Yeah, phone.
It's the loudest Gabe's ever been in his life.
4 kind of lights, globular lights, are just start kind of like spinning over, and then boom! Like loud ass shout. In fact, wildly loud, because I'm gonna do some body shenanigans to make
Oh
it
my
real-
god.
really fucking loud.
You kind of hear, you see him kind of leaning. And he's like, oh yeah, that's Gabe. He's about maybe, I want to say like 30 minutes away right now.
So is he coming here or are we going there?
Oh, he should come here. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
I'm not gonna leave you
Okay,
post.
so
Bless you.
Thank you.
So we'll,
Bless you, Gabe.
We'll
Really loud.
I guess we'll wait for Gabe then, and then.
I mean, now that we've shouted a bunch of times, actually, there should be some guys coming over here.
Oh,
so-
sick.
Can you see the lights from where
No,
Okay.
it's too.
It's
It's
day.
like it's.
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
it's day.
day.
Oh, gross, daytime.
There's no way anyone's gonna see those suckers.
Yeah. When they get close, they might.
So.
Well,
But I should explain why we're here.
yeah.
Basically,
Your friend was pretty cryptic. You know,
which friend?
the one in the stand,
There.
not the unconscious one.
Right. Yeah. That's a weird one.
I got that. Yeah.
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 Anyways, so basically, we don't have food,
That's an issue.
and we're going to Mar.
That's a long walk. Well, lucky for you, I was just telling your friend this. There's a pack of about 10 crawdadoo out there in the desert. We were currently hunting it. That's why we're in the area. Well, looking for you guys, right? We can get some of that, and we can, cure it for you. And come to the camp. We'll probably have some extra cured meats that we're not using at the moment that we can kind of pass off to you. We got that whole pack to hunt. So.
Sounds great, because I've got 4 dray that haven't eaten in like 4 days.
They're still gonna eat
and one of them is very large. Gabe may or may not make it all the way here.
Oh, well.
It's 30 minutes, but it's a hungry 30 minutes.
All right.
He'll be fine.
I'll go.
No, he'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Should we?
I
We
hope
can
I
stay.
have to roll initiative because it'd be so funny. I might die, but
Gabe will be fine.
I have 14 hit points. I'll die.
All right. Well, we can wait here.
He turned into dust. He'll just do that again.
Oh yeah, no,
He does that.
It's Gabe.
I know.
Yeah,
I've talked with him before.
Yeah, it's Gabe.
He'll be fine.
He's fine.
We know.
Okay.
Gabe's
know.
fine.
So let's.
You don't have. I understand that maybe Gabe is not fine with you guys, but you understand. Gabe's a great guy. All right.
Gabe's a great guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy.
Look, if you have an issue with Gabe, you have an issue with me too. You understand that, right?
I have no issue with Gabe.
I don't have an issue with Gabe.
5.
He definitely knows.
Gabe was lying to me for like a month.
Oh, he does that. That's Gabe. Okay.
Gabe gaslights.
Gaslight Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
Can we call
Well,
him Gaslight Gabe?
I think it's understandable. We're kind of in a similar kind of shoe with him. Kind of.
He's been lying to you for months?
No. When we first met him, he was a little reserved, a little cryptic about who he was and what he was doing, and we eventually got him to warm up. It takes a long time.
Okay. Just out of curiosity.
I'll let Gabe tell you. I think it's better if he.
Oh come on.
Do you
You
know?
told us something. Right.
What?
Well, I
Wait,
can
do you
tell you.
Just
Story
to
or
make where I can
Do I know
trust
which
Gabe
story?
more.
Gabe's
Well, I
Yes.
can tell you this.
Okay,
For like right around here.
I know something.
You do know that he about the gray stuff. He kind of like dust. You never seen that. You just said that you saw him.
Oh, he turned into dust. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He does. That'll show up a lot more in a lot of different other cases as well.
Just magic.
It's Gabe should tell. Gabe will be here in 30 minutes. He can talk about it. Me and him will catch up.
What was your name?
Oh, my name. Hold on, let me get it. I got him written down.
I've never had any
Pardon me.
problems with Gabe. I just read his brain.
Oh, yeah, forgot.
After hearing no response, at some point, Gabe would be like,
Um,
I don't. Like, are you there? I didn't hear anything back. Please respond. I don't know where you are.
I'm
That's what else. Tenny.
Tenny. I'm just Tenny.
Teddy. Kind of like a penny.
What's a penny?
It's like a good berry.
Don't worry about that. That's some
Yeah.
old history stuff.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not magic?
Oh, no, it is a magic.
Then why were you like?
I mean, kind of like my magic, honestly.
You do magic.
Oh, I'm currently. Oh, this is.
We didn't establish
Oh,
this.
hold on. He takes off his mask and goggles, and then you just see him, and he's now he originally looked like a human, and now he looks like a dray with a tail.
So you're saying Gabe looks like that?
No. I don't know what he looks like, but I know he's got similar.
Definitely that's what Gabe looks like. Wait.
Teddy, what do you mean you don't know what he looks like?
Well, clearly he changes, like me, like he can, and he turns back into the human.
Well, dust and different.
Well, that could be his. I don't know if that's what he originally looks like.
But
He could look like dust.
I just assumed he used magic to turn into dust. But you're suggesting that Gabe is something else entirely?
Shaper too.
Well, you know, it could be that he's
He is a rock.
like
Wait, just a rock.
could have been like, you know, maybe another
A rock that's shaped.
prototypic sort of experiment by the Dragon Lords to create people that could take on shapes of other people like me.
You're a prototype of the Dragon Lords.
No, not of the Dragon Lords.
Wait, I'm confused.
I'm a prototype from the Dragon Lords.
Prototype from the Dragon Lord, yeah. But you're so you were created into this form.
My original form, which I just showed you, yes, and I can take on the form of. You know, I don't want to really say it. You'll probably be like, oh. I'm not gonna tell you now.
Why not?
Because then you're gonna get scared of me.
I'm not gonna get scared, Danny. Do I look like I get scared?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You sure? You sure you're
Yeah,
not?
I'm sure.
Okay. People I kill. Yeah, so now you're scared.
I'm not. I'm not scared.
You are
I'm
scared.
not scared.
You're scared.
I'm not scared. Did you kill that guy?
The one I'm currently.
Out of curiosity, was that someone that you would have killed like a little bit down the ways a couple years back?
No, this was. What age is it again? What did the Dragonborn?
What?
The age. It's been a long time.
Teddy, respectfully, how old are you?
Oh. When was the cleansing war?
That was quite a while ago.
Before or after?
The
I'm
tea.
just-
Like
Yeah,
10
he's
years
fine.
after?
10 years after the cleansing war, you were born?
Created. I know some of them were created during. Like you know, there's
Is that your
Hero,
meaning
he
of
was made
relic?
during the war.
As in
Potter.
I've been reacting to that.
Potter.
I'm just like, I'm trying to talk, and then you're just talking over me.
Straight-
I was like,
Straight con, he was
yeah,
to Smith.
Hello? Hi.
Hi, I'm still talking to.
You're.
You don't mind? We're having a discussion.
Hi.
here.
This is. I didn't introduce myself.
This is the big
Aaron.
campaign.
It's nice to meet you, Aaron.
This is
Hi,
Falcon.
I'm Falvin.
Alvin
I would like
studied-
to ask a bunch of questions.
Falcon
Um,
studies old
There's a
things.
billion questions I want to ask. Like,
I'm not.
So
I don't.
you
I don't
might-
feel like I
want
want
to-
to hear this.
I'm an anthropologist.
I don't care
study
what you are.
people.
I don't care what you are. I don't think I want to hear this. Look, if I don't know how many ages it's been since.
I can tell you about all the history.
Well, then you know what
I-
age is
I-
it currently?
I-
How long has it been?
How long? Has it
We
been?
would know, but
No,
we
actually,
don't
no.
know.
Like out of character. How long
So-
has it been?
It's been well over 2,000 years since the cleansing war.
Over 2,000 years.
Since the cleansing.
Since the cleansing war,
Yeah.
it is currently.
No, we're saying that again.
Oh, you okay?
Over 2,000 years.
Since the cleansing wars.
Shoot. I guess I'm like what? 2000 and.
22.
I mean, could be. I don't know.
And hence why I want to ask a billion questions because
Okay,
I
Falcon,
study.
we'll get
I
to it. Yeah.
I study,
Uh-huh.
and this is 2,000 years old.
Okay.
I wish Gabe was here.
This-
It'd be so much
this-
easier.
this-
He kind of hears.
I, what about
Yeah,
it?
kind of like.
I am not
I'm
trying.
not 100% sure if you're
seeming
there.
like Trent right now.
I know.
I am.
Do I hear it?
I just
Yeah,
want to
you
ask.
Yeah, you guys are getting
Yes.
close enough that you can.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
have watched
guy-
yet.
You know,
I didn't hear
you
anything
know
how
back,
you're talking
so
about.
I was
We're
like,
sure
I
where
wasn't
to
sure,
go.
like, because I thought I heard them, so I
Right.
wasn't sure what
Just
direction.
found
So
Okay.
this.
Well, they heard
Uh-huh.
you. There's definitely
hang out
a
here for-
troop of them coming
Okay,
at you.
game over.
Yeah.
And we
Wait,
So
we
you're
were hanging out.
as you're
We
waiting.
are hanging out. That's why I
if you
wanna
yell
ask
that out,
questions.
I can't. I wasn't
But-
sure.
No,
You don't have to
if
ask
Gabe
the
knows they're in
questions
the zone, then they're
as soon
they'll
as we
just
meet
they
the
would have shot
first
it. They
guy.
would have heard something and be like, I'll
Because
shut
it
the game.
sounds
I'm
like
close
there's
enough.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Some
know.
of which
While
are
you are
older.
waiting,
I want to ask all of them.
you do see kind of
All
off
of
in
them
the
the same
distance a couple
question.
figures
Yes.
like making their way. towards
Eventually, I'm
you,
going to get
and
the whole story.
you can,
Okay.
you- presuming, yeah, that's probably them.
Okay, let's go
You know,
this way, everybody. There
Do you like
I
wait
might
for them, or
have
do you
some
like try and go and
information
like
for you
meet them?
down the road.
No, I motion to the others that are with me.
What was that?
Yeah.
And we go meet them.
Okay, that's what I was
may
asking. Are you going
have
to
Yes.
go meet
access
them?
Yeah,
to
we'll go meet them.
We'll jump back to your meeting.
archives, if you will.
I will take those. Thank you. We have extra questions for you.
He, not we.
I'm already zoned out with you guys.
That's fair.
You want to have a good berry?
No. I know what those are. Those fucking awful. Those are gross. I don't.
That's a
Well, yeah, of course you do.
What's that?
You are. Okay, so things made of certain magics don't mix well with other magics. That is a certain magic I don't mix well. I'm like,
And if you're,
do you know what
if
water
you,
is?
If
Do
you're,
you want
you're
some water?
You're draconic magic.
No, I don't need any water.
Because if you're dragon lords, it's draconic
I
magic.
can make some water
Yeah.
for you.
So then, what magic are you doing?
He's
So
doing.
mix a bunch of stuff.
Well, I definitely know
It's-
that's not
it's
draconic.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
100%
yeah.
certain on my end here.
Yeah. It makes a bunch of stuff. Yeah, no, it's stuff that I just studied over the years. Like,
Okay.
you've seen, I just studied
Look,
random
I
stuff.
really don't
Sorry.
care what magics you do. I'm not with
Yeah,
the Dragon
yeah.
Lord, so it's not like a.
Yeah, we aren't either anymore.
That's good.
Did our the previous friend? That's
He was
dead.
trying to
Is
say
dead.
that he was. It was really obvious he wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, he really was kind of bad at trying to, like, deceive me into believing that he was part of the Dragon.
Dan was telling you that he was with the dragon.
Well, because he was scared.
But it seemed like he wasn't, because you thought he wasn't part of the Dragon Lords, right?
No, he didn't seem like he was.
Mhm.
I mean, first off, why would anyone of the Dragon Lords, especially of that high of caliber with that sort of clothing, be out here in the desert by themselves with just one Dray? That doesn't make any
It's
sense.
just that Den's. I don't know that. Never mind. Do I know Den's a good liar? I do.
You do.
We hung out with Den.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
do know
I
he's a good
forget-
liar.
I forgot when we lost Den. Den's really good at lying. So this is just kind of
Yeah.
Den's really good at lying. So if he tricked this person to thinking that he wasn't with the Dragon Lords, then is Den still with the Dragon Lords? I'll deal with that later. Just go. Anyways,
Well, if he still is, that's a bit of an issue for us, and we might have to kill him.
he's died like 4 times already. Well, disappeared and then just comes back.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
not
make
very
sure
nice.
that this disappearance is kind of very.
I don't think that's the dragon. It all seems like he had
Well,
a friend. He ran off in the desert and said he found a friend.
Could you-
who teleported him?
Could you ask him, like, actually, like,
Yeah.
discern if he-
I'll take care
Okay,
of that.
thank
I'll take
you.
care of that.
That's
Also,
fine.
you can read minds, right?
If I have to, yeah.
So you can figure out if that's what the dragon runs.
Probably can try to figure
Okay.
something
yeah,
out.
you can read minds?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. He reads minds.
I know a couple people who can.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah. So we should have no issue.
Anyways,
No, honestly,
yeah.
really.
Okay.
I,
Then, yeah. We'll. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Thank you, Tim.
Look, Required likes to read everyone's mind. He's a little bit of a gossip, alright? He loves prying into people's heads. It's annoying, but I can deal with it. And I know, I really don't care.
Like
Yeah.
how deep?
Oh, he goes deep.
Okay. I just wondering.
Yeah, no, he's.
Because it's just like
He
a
likes-
fantasy thing. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Don't worry.
I'm not evil.
He only does it with us.
Okay,
Like the,
okay.
because it's more of like a.
It's like, hey, what's up?
We're family at this. We've
Yeah.
been together what now for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
like, hey, what's up? Remember when you did that embarrassing thing 1,400 years ago?
Yeah, and then we
That's
have
funny.
you know.
Okay, cool.
Kind of sibling dynamics, even though we were all created as individuals.
Yeah. I have a bunch of questions about those 2,000 years.
I've been out in the desert for 2,000 years. What do you think's been going on?
I know, but at the beginning at least I have a billion questions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'll get there.
Well, yeah, we'll get. Look,
Either way, shouldn't Gabe be here by now?
well, if him yelling that, probably some people went and
Wait, what did he yell?
got him. Oh, the name.
Oh,
You heard
yeah,
it.
before.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely some.
Okay.
Probably, you know.
So are they bringing Gabe to the camp?
Yeah, they're gonna bring him.
Oh,
to the
so
camp.
we should just go to the camp.
Yeah, we should just go.
Are you taking us, or are you just pointing us in the direction?
Honestly, I can just take you at this point.
Okay, that's cool.
Thank you, Ted.
Yeah.
Before we're walking, can I ask questions?
No, we're gonna shut up now. We're gonna play a game that I used to play when I was younger. It's called the Silent Game.
Oh, this is probably from like 1,800 years ago.
Oh yeah, this is way
We get
early
to
stuff. So
experience
we're gonna play the
Okay,
Silent Game.
In that case, we're going to talk about like the
No,
exact
no, we're
rules.
gonna play the Silent Game.
We're gonna break it
Whoever can play the game the longest wins. And
Okay,
you know
I
what
don't
they
care
win?
about
They win
winning.
some information about 2,000 years ago. All right. So if you can be silent for the next 20 minutes, I'll tell you whatever you want.
You big fat freaking liar, 21.
Yeah, no, he's lying to you, and he's also not gonna tell you anything because he's
Big
tired of
fat
you talking.
freaking liar. I want to keep asking questions.
Then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Heron, you and me, we can talk as much as we'd like.
Starts asking questions.
So you heard of this obsidian
If
mask?
only I had telepathy. Because I would just telepathically tell him questions. Like, please, ask this.
You know, after a point, he would stop talking to both of you guys and be like, you know what, maybe we should,
I miss Gabe.
Yeah, I miss Gabe when he would be silent and just sort of staring off in the distance. What were the best
Gabe
days?
like when...
I shouldn't say anything.
So... Sorry, my brain went immediately empty. So y'all been out in the desert,
Mm.
and you've run into Gabe on more than one occasion, it sounds like?
Well, we ran into him a while ago. The first time was, maybe, you know what, time's completely off for me,
That's fair.
honestly. But for me,
Is it like in the last 100 years?
Well,
Just to get a rough idea, because
yeah,
Okay.
last 100 years I met Gabe in the last latter 10.
okay, so Gabe's not like some. Gabe's not as old as you all.
Definitely not.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
The-
By your means, would he be a youngster?
you are all babies to me.
Cool.
You are literally fetuses.
So as a fetus, I would like to learn about the world. Anyways.
No, you are supposed to be protected from the world until you hatch from your egg. Now stay in your egg, little fetus.
I want to hatch now.
You are not ready. At least another 100 years, buddy.
I know nothing.
I've been passed down knowledge of over 100 years.
Okay, that's good for you. You still gotta stay in your egg for another 100, so. Anyways. So what's been going on in the greater world of Tyr?
I've been learning about stuff about the world. That's what's been going on.
How is that?
There's a war brewing
When isn't? Huh?
between dragon lords.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah. I'll. I
So,
can I just like general insight? Like, do I believe that he's 2,000 years old? Yeah. It's a 3.
yeah, he's 2,000 years old.
I mean, I guess
Don't
you
worry
say
about
that, it's like
insight.
he's not.
And he is.
There's no
he
reason
is
that he
2,000
is
years
that.
old.
Everything adds up now, I guess. Like, it's just everything kind of fell into place.
Okay, well.
Yeah, we were originally
Mhm.
under Lord Buren under Castro. Are you familiar with Lord Buren?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
familiar.
Yeah.
Dickhead, kind of stuck up. Liked his armor a real lot.
Yep.
Liked his sword
Yep.
that he used to cut halflings with, and I loved to scream.
I want to learn a lot about that. Please tell
Yeah,
me a lot about
good.
that. I
I'm
wanna
not
learn
gonna tell you about that. Ask Buren. Apparently, you've got a lot.
We were.
I know. I
And
just
then-
met these people. Like I met these people
Do
in
you
the last
know
couple of weeks.
anything
Ask
about
any of the Dre that you
strange, appearing magical artifacts in the middle of the desert that mind control people?
Natural 20. He does. Yeah.
Like an
what do you mean?
obsidian mask helm, by any chance?
I hope that you also didn't find the sword.
The what?
Oh.
I just take out a notebook and I'm like, please, can we just stop and you just tell a story?
I thought you were about to be
we're
like,
gonna
I take out the
walk,
sword.
Okay. We're
So,
gonna walk.
It's gonna be really funny when Gabe takes out the sword.
In our
Start writing in my
separation
notebook
from
like
Lord Buren,
furiously.
there was a mask involved.
The obsidian helm. I'm presuming, considering what you just
Are you
told
going
me.
Yes,
to kill me
obsidian
if I tell
helm,
you I
that's-
put it on?
No, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you,
Okay.
definitely keep an eye out.
I did put it on.
Obsidian helm looks like it should have been from the Blue Age. It was
Did-
black. It looked
Oh,
modern.
I
though.
know what the
So-
helm looks like.
Okay, I'm
Have
trying
you-
to figure out because this thing has been puzzling me for
It's
the
older
last,
than
like,
me, I can tell you that. Now, that's
He's just
my
running
clue.
older than me a bunch of times.
So I may have put it on.
Okay.
I'm just
And
trying to
then
go through like a list of different
someone else may have also put it on.
possibilities. So
After
nothing's
I
happened.
got
Did
it.
he start acting kind of yellow eye, kind of?
Yeah, Burning Eyes trying to kill all of us.
Yeah.
Because he was like claiming to be like being told things by Lord Buren, but I don't think it was.
Well, that's a
Buren.
new one. Usually they just like to take over altogether.
Who are they?
Oh, they're called the Mind.
The Mind.
Yeah, they've been around for centuries longer than any of us. Honestly, nobody knows how old they are. We've just seen them pop up every once in a while. Usually, they come into our kind of territory searching for their lost sword, and they usually get in conflicts with us, and whoever's wearing it usually ends up dying, of course, because it's just like a human who's wearing it.
Yeah. So Dre put it on and then melted into the sand.
That's a new one. I think,
Yeah.
I
So
think the Mind's gotten a little
tried
more
to-
desperate.
Tried to kill all of us and then melted into the sand.
Yeah, well, we're fucked, I guess.
What?
Well, think about it. Ancient sort of ghostly figure that possesses people, turns them into their puppets, wants to find their magical sword that apparently they used to wield millennia ago. Now that they have a Dre and how big was this? A big Dre? Was this a big Dre?
Yeah.
They were definitely fucked. So
it was big Dre.
well, yeah, we're fucked.
Okay. Well,
So-
just to let you know that did happen.
Yeah.
So the when you have you do you,
I've never put it on.
Okay.
I've seen people put it on. They
So-
talk aloud, and they usually, when they lose their mind, they then call themselves the Mind and claim that they are trying to get back what was once theirs, and that
Okay.
being the sword. I don't know what the sword. It could be anything really. It could actually be a dagger. I don't know. Anyways, and then
Imagine.
sometimes they also speak of a tower that they want to get back to. I hope to God it's not the tower I'm thinking of, because that did a number on the planet, if you can't tell.
Do I have any idea what tower he's talking about?
The Tower of Tyr.
The Tower of Tyr.
That was the tower. The tower that basically ended the world. Because it drawed the moon into
Oh,
the...
that thing. That's what I
Yeah.
do, I think.
What age was this? This is like gig old.
This is last of the Green Age.
Green Age.
Well, that was the end of the
right,
cleansing
right,
wars.
right,
that's
right.
Let me remind you that
Green
helmet was
Age
from the
then
Blue
goes
Age.
to this age, which is the Dragon Lore Age, and then that's broken up by who's in most power currently. I don't know
I'm
who.
just trying to get things in perspective
Yeah.
Just curious. Does the helmet look differently every time it shows up?
No, it's pretty much the same every time.
And so I'm just
An
like
obsidian helm.
fully just like. Wait, first of all, when you say it looked modern, does it mean modern as in like
Modern as in the style of like armor that you would see currently?
currently?
Because this is like currently you would see armors like this made out of
Okay.
obsidian.
Has
or...
it changed over since the cleansing wars onward?
No, it's pretty much looked the same.
Okay, it's pretty much looks the same. So it just looks like cleansing war armor.
No,
After cleansing war armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just looks like after cleansing war armor. Like
Okay.
it's an obsidian helm.
And so that armor's pretty much stayed consistent.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm no longer just like fully confused and thinking this thing just sees into the future or something.
Well, it looks like armor that was made currently, but it was.
It was since the Blue Age,
But
not
since
the Green
the
Oh
Age.
yeah. No. It's since the Blue Age.
Which
I'm
is
thinking
before the Green Age.
So
Whatever.
the armor
Yeah.
has
And the
changed.
armor looks like
It
it is
has
currently
changed.
the Dragon Lord age. It hasn't changed though. That's what he's saying. It's
Oh.
stayed consistent.
It has
Oh,
stayed
it's
looking
stayed
like modern
looking
armor
like-
even during those.
Yeah, it
old
stayed
armors.
And
looking.
it was
no,
like some
my
of the
question was,
Yeah.
has armor changed its
Oh,
look since
yeah,
he
yeah.
was around?
Yes, armor has. I was confused if you're asking about the
Gen-
helmet.
Generally armor.
Yeah,
Okay,
generally
so
armor has changed
This
from
helmet
like
should
originally
not
like.
have looked like what it did.
Oh no, because
Okay.
like from the age that it was from, people had like full metal, like really good actual metal armor
Yeah.
before, and now people use just scraps and whatever they can get their hands on.
Have you talked to anybody who wore the helm and didn't go crazy?
I've never seen them because usually those who are come into our area looking for the sword. So I've never seen someone without the helm that's not crazy going into this location. There might be a couple who have. Well, you.
Yeah. So you put it on. You see a thing, like a person,
Mm.
and like a big empty area
Mm.
with like fog, right?
Okay, I know what fog is. Yeah.
Well, I'm asking. Do I remember?
Yeah, it was like
fog.
a fog.
Yeah,
A thick
and,
fog.
and it's this big tall thing with burning eyes.
Yeah. And
And
extended fingers longer than it should
and
have.
really long fingers, and it just kind of talks to you, just to let you know what I saw, in case you can do something with that. So we're in a little less rough of a situation. Just that's what the state of the mind is right now. I don't know if you know
You
anything
said-
about that.
What was the color of their skin? I know it is.
I remember the color of the Dre's and like fingers when that happened, but
Oh, this was so
Ash white.
Yeah.
Ash white.
Huh. Well, it seems like maybe the mind has been around in a physical form too.
Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Figure you might be interested.
What
You've
does
been
this
around a
mean?
while.
What does this mean?
What does what mean?
What do you mean by it's been around in the physical form?
Oh. What he described, I've seen before.
What?
Not with the helm on. With the helm off.
No, still. What?
Yeah. They were actually part of the cleansing. They were a huge part of the cleansing. I'm surprised you guys don't know about them.
I only studied before cleansing war, not after
During.
or during.
They were during. They
Wait,
kind of.
I don't
They just
think
kind of showed up one day.
What were they?
Nobody knows. I'll be honest. Nobody really knows what they were, but they just kind of showed up one day, and kind of led the front a lot. Man, it kind of crazy to think about it. Thinking about it, they had a lot of armor that kind of seems like a lot like the helm.
Oh, also, do you interact with any of the towns around here?
Oh no, I don't. We don't.
Do you even look at them?
We don't. I mean, no, no. We,
Just because one of them went kind of nuts.
like, what do you mean nuts? What does that mean?
Like all of the people were
What
Controlled
the
by why
fuck
this.
does that mean?
Melting.
There was an enchantment that controlled all the people in there, and
Merging
somehow, yeah, the people were able
Into like
to.
a mass.
That doesn't ring any bells. I've never heard of that.
Okay, I was
I-
we were gonna just stop there for food and then we left because we didn't want to be turned into them.
Yeah, no, that sounds
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Anyways,
The fuck? What is going on?
it's been a long week.
Sounds like a long millennia. What the
That's
fuck
just
is
the
going
mind.
on?
We got the mind and we got the body.
So, question. Okay. So you don't know anything. You don't know anything else about this helmet, cause like, it shouldn't exist. And I'm just freaking out right now because I'm trying to.
Well, whatever he
reconcile-
just said sounds like it shouldn't fucking exist. All right, it sounds like
I'm
a lot
trying
of
to
things are going
reconcile
on.
the fact that like it seems like it just like it was
Calvin.
seen from the future or
Calvin.
something.
2,000 years old, standing in front of us.
I know.
That's a hat.
I don't care. That thing should not exist.
Honestly,
This is
I
okay.
shouldn't exist.
No, you're understandable. This thing, you're consistent with history.
What
This
if
thing's not.
what if you just got the wrong read when you looked at it?
No,
Okay.
this has been my life for.
That's fair.
The
That's
ego
fair.
on this man.
No.
Never. Me make a mistake?
If it's that style, no, this should be a modern helmet, but it's always been a modern helmet, which means that it was a modern helmet at the cleansing
You,
wars.
you think you can just like
I can feel the vibe in your
rotate
head,
back
bro.
around?
Oh,
What's
100%.
that?
What do you
Like,
think
you know,
I'm
it's like
doing
all
over
the 50s
here?
are back in
Oh,
style.
No, I've been studying history for
Okay,
years.
that's fair.
Finally. It's all coming together.
How close is this camp, by the way? We've been walking for a little while.
Oh, it's just over that
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yeah.
You've been saying that.
No.
It's actually a trap, guys.
Oh.
This is the first time I said just over that way. Look.
You
And
said
you
that at
looked.
the beginning. You're like, you said look. The look part is new.
I said
Over, over.
just over there, so we should walk over there. It's just over that way. Look.
Albin, are you doing alright?
Look.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just freaking out about this helmet.
Sir Falvin.
Well, that would suggest that you're not doing it.
Sir
I'm
Falvin.
not doing okay. Hello.
Look. And you turn to see an encampment.
Whoa!
says-
Is it in ruins?
It's in a ruin. It's in a ruin. Yeah.
I
He says,
go-
"Welcome to City 9."
Before he can even finish saying
That's what
that,
the
I
city's name
dash.
was
City
originally.
9.
Yeah, City 9.
Before he can even finish saying City 9, I dash to the closest like broken rubble, trying to
He's
like
gonna
look
look
at it.
he's gonna look at your rocks, and
I
if
don't
you
know.
have bones, he'll look at bones.
No bones around here, and no bones about it. Just stand there, just. All right, well, I'll get you the food.
Yeah, I've eaten the good berries, but other than that,
Well, for when they
yeah,
get here.
once.
Yeah.
Are they here yet? Gabe and the Dre.
They should be getting here in about like 10 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
It's like 12:30. You want to take?
Oh, do you wanna
Oh
take-
yeah, we
Take a
should
little
probably
break.
take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, break time.
Big time. See you guys in a minute.
anyways,
We're all going to die.
life is meaningless. It's futile. Embrace it. The end.
Mind's that you?
Brought to you by the mind. Hi.
Do I find anything in the ruins?
You find they're not built like any other ruin that you've seen before. They're very, they're like very uniform in like a sense of like, think of like communist buildings. Very boxy, very kind of almost cookie cutter, as if it was just hastily built. Like the foundations are like completely gone, eroded, and like most of the buildings have like collapsed inwards on themselves. But you can just tell, like based on like how they kind of fell in on themselves, they're cookie cutter buildings. They're not like specialized for anything in specific.
This is weird.
Hey, Tenny. Why was it called City 9?
Oh, well, it's the ninth city built after the war.
Yeah, am I close enough to hear this?
Yeah.
Ninth City, after the war.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand. That's why I have not ever seen something like this. I usually don't study things after war.
Yeah. Well, this was the.
AW after war.
Yeah.
You see, what happened was the Dragon Lords were starting working on their city-states, of course, after everything had been kind of wiped clean. So this was one of the cities that they were building. Apparently, they didn't get much use, inevitably, and of course they moved on to different, different sandy pastures. But yeah, enough about reminiscing about my past. Why don't we get you some food?
Yes,
your
please.
friends should be here any minute now.
But I would love reminiscing about your past.
We can do that tonight at the bonfire when we're all together having a good meal, alright?
Sounds good.
Alright.
It's gonna happen.
I'm lying straight to your face and I don't even care.
That was definitely a liar's smile.
Wait, does he say that?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, I don't have an insight then.
He just said that to you and then goes off to start collecting you guys some like rations for the journey to burn. He's like thinking about, he's like, if we're walking, that's gonna be, phew, I'm gonna have to go hunting.
Well, that's why we're here. There's the hunt, like right here, right?
Well, yeah.
The tent Crodlu.
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 Crodlu. Got it.
About 10 of them. There's a pack out that way. We have some people out going hunting them currently. They should be back by evening with a couple. We can whip you up some meals for that and cure them. Excellent.
We're living the life.
Yeah, well, get settled in, get into a tent, stay out of the heat. I don't care. I've been in this.
We've been with a single blanket that covers 2 people.
Oh no, these fit at least 10 people each. We don't even have that many people really that go into each one, but
There we go.
we got enough. So go right ahead.
Great. Get
Yeah, you get into a tent. It's very spacious. You can kind of see they have a couple bedrolls that are pretty super fucking old.
Now,
It's a bedroom.
question.
Oh no, it's a bedroll, dude.
When they say it fits 10 people, is it like the normal standard for 10 people, like outside in real life 10-person tent?
Yeah.
Or is it like a tent that would fit 20 people, but is enough room for 10?
No, it's
Because have you ever seen a 10-person tent? It's tight. You can fit 10 people in there.
yeah,
if
no,
you want
it's
to,
100% it fits 10 people tent. This fits 10 people.
That's how I understand how tents work. No?
I guess it depends what brand.
Well,
but-
think of this as this is basically
If everyone's lying down, 10 people fit.
yeah. This is not
Okay.
one you can stand in with 10 people. Everyone
Okay.
has to basically lie in a certain order for it to fit 10 people. Also, you can tell this is a military tent. This was
Okay.
probably given to them way early on when they were still in the war
Yeah,
as
to study the
this
tent
is
well.
to use to put up like an outpost sort of stuff. Like
I was thinking you were talking about like just a humongous tent that like it's
no,
spacious
it's
and stuff
it's
like that.
it's good. It's for 2 people.
It's
Fuck,
pretty
that's
spacious,
good.
Yeah, we can play more than one tent, right?
He said take
Yeah.
whichever ones you want to like, rest in for a little while.
We'll take one each.
Yeah, I'm gonna lounge on the floor while Falvin walks around and looks at the tent.
Sure, I'll look at the tent.
I mean, it's burlap.
What?
Burlap.
Okay.
It's an old. I mean, you don't see burlap very often, but considering it's an old tent that was originally used as sort of a makeshift militaristic one, a burlap's pretty fine. It's not the best, but it'll do.
You see, this tent makes sense. That helmet doesn't, but this tent makes sense. I'm gonna stay in my good old little world of this tent right now.
We're gonna hop back to Gabe
Yep.
for a little bit. Because we've been with you guys for a good little while.
Sorry.
Gabe. You meet kind of halfway between like a couple of the dunes with the figures walking up to you, and you can instantly tell these are draconians. They're not even like one of them does look like a human, but they're all dressed very similarly. Kind of have this kind of shabby clothing that kind of like covers up part of their face and these obsidian goggles. And they walk up to you, and they see you, Gabe, and they nod to you, and one of them comes up and says, "Ah, Gabriel, it is great to see you again.
How have you been?
Well, very good. We've found ourselves a pack of Kradlu to go and hunt for the evening. We heard your call. I see you have friends with you. Come, we'll bring you to the camp. I'm sure that you're hungry from your travels."
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hospitality.
Of course. Tell me, where have you been? It's been many moons.
It has. Well, since I last saw you.
And they do say moons.
Since I last saw you, it's been a couple months, like 3 months ago, I guess.
Yeah.
It's been about three months. I've gone along down some of the cities along the coast, and I stopped in one city for a bit, and then just traveled. Decided to go see where the ships would lead along the coast.
Did you get yourself in trouble?
Yes. Unfortunately, I boarded the wrong ship. Apparently.
That's where the Dre come, huh?
Yes, it was a military ship, and I was
Oh. Well, friends of Gabe are friends of ours, so we have no issue with you, Dre. In fact, we are humbled to see a kindred spirit making their way out to us. It has been, of course, millennia since we have seen others of our kin.
Well, yes. I'll have them introduce themselves. I'll be like,
We will wait till we get to the camp for introductions, of course. No need to reinstate them once everyone's already accustomed along the way.
a few things worth noting. First, I left some friends by the riverside. One that has a reptilian sort of face, and another who is they seem more human, right?
They technically have elf.
Okay.
But I don't know if you picked up on that.
I'll say human.
Yeah, we heard the call from 10. He was out by the bridge.
Take out their notes and they're like, they were talking about a bridge.
Yeah. He was out by the bridge. He made the call. I'm sure he found your friends. Was there a cat?
There was.
And another Dre?
There was.
Yes.
With a hand?
Yes. We found them, and we heard the call afterwards, of course. So I'm sure that he had spotted the others.
Okay. Thank you. Another thing worth noting. Be wary of the one with the reptile face. I have a tentative relationship with them. Don't hurt them or anything, but keep an eye on them. And additionally, what was the city that was fucked up?
Oh, Finlock.
Finlock, thank you. I know you tend to avoid going anywhere near cities, but
Right.
I'd give an extra wide berth around Finlock in the future. The people there they're strange. They started to do strange things. It seems that they all are of one mind and started to fuse with one another in a rather... It was a gruesome display.
It sounds gruesome. The last time I saw someone get fused with another person, they were on fire. They melted together. That was horrible.
It sounds terrible, and it sounds exactly like the people of Finlock, so I would keep an extra wide berth. Other than that... Oh. Careful, you all drink mostly blood, so you shouldn't have to worry about it, but if you ever do find water, from what I understand, the things that happened in Finlock were connected to the water there, so be wary of that as well. But otherwise, other than finding the Greylu, what have you found?
Well, we were going out a couple of moons back. We found a couple of elves had strange weapons with them. I've never seen them before.
Were they loud?
Very. Oh, they gave us a fright, but we kept our distance from them. And they did not bother us, and we did not bother them. But we saw them hunting some game out in the dunes, and we decided we'd go off a different path that month.
Yes. Those are definitely extremely dangerous from what I've seen. We ran into them as well. One of our companions was Mac. Lost part of their face to one.
Oof.
They can instantly do significant damage. So definitely be very wary. Speaking of which, have you heard of a rocky helmet in the desert?
We're going to have this conversation again.
What did the helmet, other than rocks, really look like?
It was like a darker, they kind of flipped through. Obsidian, yes. It was an obsidian helmet, and when someone put it
one
on...
puts it on, eyes go crazy. They
yes,
get, yes.
Yes, that.
Yes, we've ran into that many times. Don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Always bad. Always bad. They always come in, I am the mind. I want my sword. You have my sword. I don't have your sword. Get away from me.
It doesn't sound like very pleasant. There's nothing else like that in the desert, is there?
Maybe the sword they talk about. No. I haven't found any others like that. But definitely that one. They say, I am the mind. I am searching for the sword. My sword. I believe it's with you. But I'm like, I do not have your sword. Get out of here. You've already came here 20 times. Get out of here.
20 times. Alright.
That's hyperbole.
I see.
Many times though, they come back, they restate their name, they're like, we know who you are, we see the eyes.
Do they leave you alone after?
Once we shoo them away, a couple of bouts of a bit of sword play, then of course the body they're in,
If I can get my hands on you,
usually human,
you're done.
go, and then the helmet sort of gets lost back in the sand.
I have like.
If the body was harder,
If you have 3d10,
the body was pretty big that it's in now.
you can literally kill me like 2
It was
times.
one of the tray, very large one.
You outcast that one.
Hopefully they don't make their way back here.
Do you think you'd be able to handle it if they did?
We should, we'll see. If we die, we die.
Fair enough. I hope you don't die. You're very nice.
Yeah. Well, I've been alive for many years. I hope I don't die either. Now that I've been alive for many years, kind of like you get so old, it's kind of like, why die?
No, I'm so young. It's like, why die?
See, you get to a point where you're like, I'm old enough, I should die. But then you get older and you're like, maybe I shouldn't.
It's recursive.
Yeah, you go in circle,
I think.
kind of like the moon was.
Yeah. All the stories you've told about that. I wish I could see it.
Maybe someday.
Maybe it's
Probably not, because it did follow the fucking sky. So.
Yeah. That seems like a pretty irreversible process.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Still nice to see the stars, though.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it wrong. Yeah. Okay. I won't say anything. Well, I suppose we're getting close then.
Oh yes, it's right over there. Yeah, I can see some of the smoke from a bonfire.
I remember that. That was always nice. Getting together, eating. Reminds me of home.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
The Dre just like, the fuck are these guys? Vernan just like kind of walks up and he's like, "No friend? Friend of Gabe?"
Yes, new friend. New
Mm.
friend Ferdinand. I kind of like to palm him back.
New friend got funny tail.
They do. Don't pawn it. They don't like that.
Mm. Does not fall off like lizard. No, it doesn't fall off. Why the fuck would my tail fall off? Who would build something like that?
Yeah,
Lizard.
that's fair. Well, yes, new friends and everybody. I'm sure you'll all get to know
We'll
each other at the
get to know.
campfire. So, and we're almost there. But don't be afraid. They're very hospitable. Of course.
Oh, of course. For kindred souls like us, Dre, Draconian, we are one. And then it's just like,
Elitism.
no, she's more like, I thought you guys are dead.
Yeah.
The Paladin approach.
The den approach.
Den's here. He's in a different
Yeah.
tent, but you guys didn't see him.
I'm just like,
I'm just inspecting the tent.
Do we get there?
Yeah, you guys get there. You're all together.
welcome to paradise.
Den
I'm
kind
glad
of
you're
like
enjoying
walks
it.
over. You see him. He's currently eating some meat. He's like eating some dry. Jess is probably in a tent, just relaxing. He's like, "Well, we all made it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am glad we decided to turn off course because if we didn't, it probably wouldn't be so paradisical.
Just a warning. Valvin's kind of going nuts.
Do I see Falcon like going around?
Yeah,
that
just
side?
like going to different rooms, just being like digging just in the dirt, just a little bit, you know, just looking around, just inspecting everything.
I'll just look over the notes when they're done.
You see the Dre kind of once they see Den eating some like cured meats, just kind of start to salivate and just like one of the Draconians is like, "Oh, I see hungry. Come, we got some feast for you. We caught a crodlu just recently. Yesterday we cooked it up just for us, but you know what? I think we could spare a couple of the leg."
I go up to them, I'm like, is this cooked in a specific manner that has retained the same way for this last 2,000 years?
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you?
Hello, my name's Falvin. I am an anthropologist. I am here studying ancient history.
Not the
I am
robotic
trying
tone.
to...
I'm going to go get my new friend some food. Would you like some?
Sure.
Alright, come along and shut up. Shove your face full of the food.
You get to
As
eat
I'm
ancient
eating the
cuisine.
food, I am inspecting the food's cooking style. I might not know anything
You don't know
about this.
anything about cooking style,
but
dude.
that's totally okay.
Yeah, you don't know anything
Do
about
it.
cooking style.
He's
It's
gonna be
cooked by
doing it.
fire.
Like, wow.
Yeah, but also like
And then
you
eat
cook it till it's not pink.
Oh no, that's what.
Yeah.
You use fire.
I'm like, whoa. And then I bite it every once in a while.
As everyone's kind of coming together, you hear some of the other Draconians coming in, and you see them like dragging in, like a couple Crodlu, like over their shoulder. bringing it in towards like one of the tents. They don't seem to care that there's more people here. They're just like, we got meats to prepare. So, yeah, you guys get to settle in for the day until it turns into night.
What's your guys' passive perception again?
20.
12.
20.
You're aware. When you last saw Gabe, one of their ribs look kind of fucked. Looks like they popped it back into place now.
Hey, Gabe.
Mm.
What are you?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you?
I'm so confused. What prompted this question?
I'm gonna walk over and just I'm gonna like listen to the conversation.
I was having a chat with my boy Penny. What are you?
A person?
But I'm a human.
Right.
You are a human. Good job. I'm very proud of you.
You are.
I'm a tabaxi.
Human.
Uh-huh. Yes, you are, Dan.
What are you?
Can I poke you?
Absolutely.
I just smile.
Okay, human.
Just wondering.
Are you feeling alright?
No. Yes.
Well, there's food. You might be hungry.
That's a good idea. Why am I turning into dead?
I'm gonna go grab some food.
Yeah.
Gabe is just gonna kind of look at you. And
You go into one of the tents and you kind of hear like everyone else hears like a chatter of like laughter as they suddenly see Gabe, and like you just sort of hear them go, Gabriel, and they yeah. Some of them call him Gabe, others call him Gabriel, but mainly it is just them kind of celebrating that they see him again, and you can just kind of hear like a chatter of just like, oh, where have you been, Gabriel?
all over the place, all up and down the coast. And
It's been too long, Gabe. Take some meat. You look like you're skin and bones.
Thank you. While I'm in there, I'm going to magically enhance the flavor of all the meat. My party trick while I'm here.
Alvin's like, it changes flavor.
It can't be a person. It can't be. It changes flavor.
Yeah, like
I sprinkle this like silver powder.
yeah, the Draconian know what you're doing.
Yeah.
They just are like, oh, we've missed the flavors.
Well, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to bring back the flavors with me.
I'm just imagining my character like, so good.
So
Out from one of the
Jesus.
tents come like this like rather large Draconian. You know him as Pomonian, and he's kind of just like he's not like the leader. He's more of just like the oldest one. So just like because as we've stated, they don't really run by a strict hierarchical. It's more just who's oldest, who knows the most. But Pomonian, he comes out kind of dressed in this elaborate for being out in the desert for 2,000 years, kind of garbs made of like these like cured leathers. And he's just like, I heard we had new friends with us, Gabriel.
Absolutely. I'm gonna kind of like motion my hand at the small crowd of newcomers.
Well, newcomers, I welcome you into the camp and to City 9, of course. Eat plentiful. We are going to go on a hunting trip later tonight. If any of you would like to join, feel free to do so if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, stay back, because we do not want to miss our chances here. Anyways, rest, take ease, also feast. As much as you can, of course. Not much here right now. We're still hunting.
Well, thank you for what you have.
Well, it's been Nice, nice to see so many new faces with you, Gabriel. Do you mind if we get some introductions? Maybe we can go around. It is getting pretty late, as you can see. Dusk is kind of setting in. If only the moon were up now.
Moon?
What?
Can you please elaborate on what you mean by moon?
The moon.
Hello, my name is Falvin. I am
It's good to meet you, Falvin.
Shakes hand. I am an anthropologist. I study things.
I am a draconian. It is good to know.
I have heard a lot of. I have over the years studied
human anthropologist.
studied a lot of things, and a lot of my things. Correct me if I'm wrong, like DM.
No.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of my things show that the moon was a thing and then it wasn't. I want to hear about this moon.
Well, it was in the sky, and it came crashing down one day. Its silver light no longer touches the ground.
Why'd it crash?
Oh, to end the war, of course.
Please elaborate on that.
I don't want to get into a war stories. Now we are trying to eat. You'll lose all your dinner.
Alright, there's more I want to ask.
Well, go ahead
Sounds good.
after I get to everyone else in your party, of course. Huh.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes. Young lad, what's your name?
I have lied.
You say that?
Oh my god.
I want the sword.
It's gonna like.
Pomonian stands up,
I'm kidding,
and then he
I'm
goes,
kidding.
he slaps his knee and says, "That's a good one, lad." And you've got some funny guys with you.
Apparently.
What's your real name? Come on.
I'm-
Don't be pulling my leg around.
I'm Heron.
Heron. Like the bird?
The what?
The bird.
The what?
The bird.
The what?
The bird.
What?
The bird.
What?
The bird.
What?
The bird.
What?
You know what a bird is?
I know what a bird is.
That is a bird.
It's a heron.
Oh,
Heron's
it was a
a
bird.
bird.
Oh.
What's that bird?
Oh, when the moon was a thing.
Probably.
Okay. Very nice name.
Thanks.
Very beautiful birds. A word. Not like a crowd of ugly creatures now. With scales. Who wants scales? Says the guy with scales.
No, Gabe's laughing. I'm metaphoricing a laugh. Gabe's like.
Go on, force a laugh. It was a good joke.
Gabe gives like a little chuckle. Then it's not like a guffaw.
Yeah,
it's
no.
a little chuckle.
Well, it's good to meet you. Do you have a title like our friend the anthropologist?
They do. They did. Not anymore. General was their name.
General. Ooh.
But
General to who?
Former. Very important.
Okay.
They have changed.
Former.
They've, from what I understand, changed their tune. They were General to Buren.
What?
Good thing that you changed your tune. What a sucked up bitch he was. If I could fucking kill him, I would have.
I actually, I read a bit about him on my travel on the ship. There was this book. What was it called?
The Stories of Lord Viren.
The Stories of Lord Buren.
Yeah. Burnett still has it.
It talked about how the Buren liked to
Kill halflings with his sword and live to hear their screams. Everybody knows that story. Everyone knows it's bullshit too.
Did he not kill halflings with his
Oh
sword?
no, he did. But he didn't relish in the screams, he relished in the blood.
Please tell me
How
Ferdinand
is
is like.
Ferdinand reacting to this? Is he like making
Ferdinand
edits?
seems a little rocked by this. He's just like, oh.
It wasn't a scream, but the blood's good too.
He
Like,
looks at the book. He's like, oh. he's just like,
Please tell me he contemplates for a moment.
yeah, he's contemplating. The book wasn't completely correct.
My worldview.
He doesn't seem all. He's not like sad. He's just more like, oh,
Damn.
wow. Well, we should go around to the others, of course. What's this tabaxi about? I'm Den. Jen, the leader.
Why is that so on brand?
Because that's how I
You see-
play it.
I've actually been around the longest, if you think about it.
See, I think we, as a collective, as a sort of, you know,
Oh no.
as a sort of bonding exercise between you companions, we should do a little call. You know,
We totally should.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Hold on. See, the thing is, it's a Paxi thing, right?
Yeah, it's Pax Big.
And
I learned about this over here.
yeah. See, I'm gonna call out kitchen roll call, right? And you're all going to meow as loud as possible.
Let's do it.
None of the Dre are. All the Dre are just like, oh, ooh, look at it. Yeah, I go. Hey, Aaron. Philip goes up. He's like, Aaron, you were gonna talk to me, so.
Oh
we
I
should.
needed it. We should.
Yeah. We should get going. It's getting me out.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta get up early for work.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Oh, yeah, Mighty Fine Road we got here.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at it.
Gabe's
30
gonna
feet
kind
that
of
way.
like stroll over to Aaron and you wouldn't want to leave the fire so soon. We still have to do all the introduction of the other
I
dry.
am the monk. The sword. Where is my soul?
Lynn.
Tell me you actually shapeshift your eyes when you
Grow
figure
inside.
I don't shapeshift my eyes to go bigger, but I do just kind of like
Do you have my sword? I want the sword.
inside joke.
Lynn just gets up and is just like, you know, I've had a rough 24 hours. I'm going to sleep. She just gets up and
Yeah,
just goes to a
it's-
tent. Trent hasn't even been paying attention. He's asleep on Ferdinand's back right now. Ferdinand's just still trying to contemplate. How could the book be wrong? Wow.
Is he getting angry?
Yeah, he's starting to get a little angry. He's just like,
I'm gonna kind of look at you.
What did I do?
Stay by the fire. Enjoy the night. And then I'm gonna go move to Ferdinand and be like, hey, Ferdinand, how are you doing?
what?
Okay.
Book wrong.
Maybe the person that wrote got a little confused. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you want me to try something? What if, I'm gonna flip to the page, what if we fixed it? So then it's a fixed book. What do you think about that? We could write, like, clean it off and write, it was in blood. He liked the blood. Do you think that's a good idea? Okay, let's do that.
Either that worked or he killed you.
Ferdinand goes to you, says, let's go do that, and then just strangles you. No, I'm joking. Kills you instantly. Breaks your neck.
No, he just twists it. He unscrews it. I
Yeah.
start stretching.
He gets angry and starts punching you.
He goes on a fit on everyone, I'm imagining. Just like,
Here. We have the light of the fire to do that. Here.
Oh.
I'm going to take out my ink pad and my ink, and I'm like, do you want to do it? Or do you want me to do it?
You have fancy writing hand. You do it.
I'm gonna That's nice. Just gently. And then I'm gonna like replace what?
Mm.
Okay.
What else could be wrong with the book?
Do you want to ask? Do you have time at the fire to hear all about it?
Ferdinand sits down next to Harmonian, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Ferdinand." Harmonian's like, "Well, it's good to meet another of the draconian-esque creatures. I understand you don't go by that name, but Dre, yes?" And Ferdinand nods very heavily. He's like, "Yes, Dre." He's just like, "I understood. Well, you want to know more about Buren, right?" And Ferdinand nods even more vigorous. He's like, He's like, "Well, son, I'll tell you what I can." And he starts to just kind of tell him some stories, you know? By the way, the Monian has wings. They're folded in right now, but like you can see that he has wings. And then Pomonian clearly has gotten sidetracked from reading everyone now, because he's just kind of like, you know what? Story time.
When I was younger.
When I was younger, about I don't know how many years ago.
Dave has the book and is like happily listening to the story. He's probably heard these stories before.
Oh yeah, he's definitely heard the stories before.
Are these new stories to me?
I mean, if you've never heard about Lord Buren before.
I probably have heard of him.
Then you probably heard a couple of the stories.
It's a rewrite of history though. It's with the true details.
No, there are definitely things that are like different. Like, it's like nitpicky stuff. Like instead of relishing in screams, it was relishing in blood, or things like his sword's name. You know, like some of them like had it referred to as you know, like bane of something, while Pomonian says that it was specifically blight. So like it's literally like
It's the little things.
it's the little things. It's nothing like extreme. Like, did you know Lord Buren actually had a private island that he went to?
He still goes to it now. It's actually his grass on it and everything. Did you
Yeah.
know?
Did you know?
You can still see the moon from it.
Yeah. It's an exclusive island that only Lord Buren can go to.
I'd probably sit and listen to the stories.
Yeah.
Then.
So, Pomonian's just kind of telling a story to you guys. You see like a band of the Draconians like come out of some of the tents with spears and like bone arrows, and they just kind of look to Pomonian, kind of give him a nod, and they head on out to probably go hunting. It's probably the hunting party.
Good luck.
Then they give you a wave back as they continue out into the desert. Night starts to set in. Heron, you have to give me a wisdom save.
Low rolls.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
High as fuck. Yeah.
Like you're kind of settling in for the night, just kind of getting rested, and you're like hearing like kind of like the voice, like these voices around you, and after a little bit, they just sort of fade away. Like they no longer seem to want to bother you any longer.
I am the mind. Where's my sword? You have my sword. Give it to me. Right now. I want my sword. Give me the sword. The sword. I need. I crave it.
Give me my sword.
Am the mind.
That was a cool one.
Give me the sword.
My name's the mind. I am Ferdinand. Can you give me the sword, please?
Anyways, so luckily
The
nothing
last
happens for you tonight.
I know that face. Do it.
Nothing happens for you.
I know. Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, nothing happens for you.
No,
tonight.
no, not that. I didn't think anything was gonna happen to me. I thought you were gonna say end session.
Oh.
It is 1:30.
Yeah, no, I was going to, but.
I knew it.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm gonna actually end the session. We got to the Draconians, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Gabriel and the Draconian besties, and now you're the
Me and
sus
my
one.
bestie Tenny.
Tenny
Oh.
is
Tenny
just.
hates me.
No, Tenny thinks you're a fucking moron.
They
Now the rest of the Draconians are
Teddy
like.
likes me. Teddy
Now-
likes me.
Now we're in a place where they like me and they don't like you. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on the other side?
I'm sure most of them like me.
Ending credits, but wait. Before the end of the credits,
And credit scene.
night slowly descends upon. Don't end it yet.
I'm putting it on you.
Okay.
End it now.
Night descends.
Yeah.
Everyone's settling in for the night, fully filled. The hunting party has gone out. The fire slowly dies, the stars above slowly twinkling. Den gets up. After Den, Jess gets up. They go into the tent. They take Philip, carrying him out. Nobody else notices. Or do they? Roll me a perception. Oh.
I just burned my 20.
Am I allowed to use my passive or no?
No.
19.
19, alright.
Please don't fuck me.
I don't. I probably don't notice it then.
Oh, right.
9.
21.
9.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucked me. I'm rerolling it with my because I got a long rest. Okay, it's an 11.
Karen, you're the only one who notices this. You kind of hear the rustle outside as you kind of like peek your head out. You see Phil being taken out by Jess and Dan, and that's where I'm gonna end it.
Wowie, wooey.
Motherfucker! Not Bill! He has my charm!
Come on.
Fuck!
Bye, everybody!